Right. Okay. Crabbo's here. Peepski, can you get in?
Yo.
There we go. Crabbo is in. Peepski's checking his invite. There we go.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, sick. Let me make sure everyone can hear you first. So let me turn down the music. Crabbo, want to do a 1 2 1 2?
1 2 1 2. Checking. Audio should be good. Forgive me, I'm on. Oh, I'm gonna be switching around screens a lot.
That's cool. As long as you're like loud, I think that's what that matters.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
You sound good on my end.
Gotcha.
Maybe a bit louder. All right, let me turn him up. 155. Let's go.
Let's see how that is. This should be a little bit better.
Audio engineer Jake, what's the verdict? DJ and fusions. Yeah, let's do fusion battles. That's the meta now, innit? So Heapski, gonna do a mic check. Oh damn, Heapski was already at 150. All right, cool. All right, let's start it up. All right, Jake said it's all good to go. Audio's good. So I'm guessing you heard like what I meant by better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I caught that.
Let it rip. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Oh.
So 17's 5LL.
Yep.
It's objectively better than Gogeta's. It's faster, it has less recovery, it has more range. There's in every aspect, it's just simply a better normal.
Gogeta's got overhead in his, so it's different.
No. That's 30.
No, what did I say? It has to be equal and have something better on it. Gogeta's Gogeta says overhead. 17's doesn't.
No. That's his third hit. I said his 5L.
Oh,
just the second hit.
Oh, okay. Well, Gogeta can confirm off of his first L.
For your final
resting
place.
No, I'm not talking about his first L. I'm talking about the second hit of 17's auto combo.
Right.
It's better than Gogeta's second hit of his auto combo.
Why is it better? I'm going to test it now. Why is it better?
It's faster. It has less recovery. It has more range. In every aspect, it's simply a better button.
It's better on block.
So Gogeta's is
7 frames. Actually, one of the best. 5L.
I know that. I know, like for a clash, he can't. Most characters can't fuck with him. I don't even think Blue Gogeta can. Blue Vegeta.
So
-2.
So the actual range, if you have to like go far back because Gogeta's 5L is so far. The actual range of the second L is smaller.
Yeah, it's not huge.
Wait. It's shorter.
No. It's because
Just the second.
you're getting the movement from the 5L, right?
Oh,
5L.
well, but it goes.
No. You're not doing. You're only pressing 5L.
Yeah.
You're pressing the wrong. So you have to go full screen.
Go full screen, right?
5LL.
5LL.
Yeah.
That.
No. That's just his 5L. His 5L is 2 hits. Right.
Oh,
5L.
right. Yeah. I'm bugging. That. You mean the uppercut bit?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You're saying that's better than that, the knee part.
So 17's 5LL.
Yeah.
Objectively better. It makes clashes way better. It's got further range. It's just all round objectively a better button.
Well, I would say I'm trying to think of a way to test this, but Gogeta's has more range. But it's hard.
It's 5L has more range.
No. Because
It's the movement from the 5L.
Yeah, but the second hit, the second hit of the auto combo, like before, you was right. I was considering the 5L that moves him forward, but he also moves forward on the second L.
Yeah,
Not as much as 7.
It's not as fast.
Well, that's what I'm trying to test.
It does reach deceptively far, though. You're wrong, but the knee definitely reaches a little bit further, or a decent bit further.
How do I take the displays off? If I take the displays off, maybe then I can work it out. I need to take off gauge.
Not to mention, you can space 7 5LL.
Yeah, you can get 1 or 2 or something crazy.
Yeah, I just got it.
Right. Snap. Man, this is gonna be super hard to test. 1 sec. Oh well, he doesn't move off of his L, so
Yeah. So all the movement he gets is straight from his second L. It's like half a square, you'd say. Like a bit more than half a square.
alright, so if I stand like here. That
Look, see, less. So
no,
you'd say that
no,
I was putting
I
it-
don't think it's less. I don't think it's less, but I need to test it more. So with 16, with 17, right? I'm putting, if I put my front foot forwards on the line, right? On that line. Can you see it? On the, yeah? He goes there, right? But because obviously Gogeta moves, I have to kind of work it out so he stands.
basically, yeah. I know what you mean. It's like super right there.
Yeah, you have to make him stand there at the 5L. But yeah, I'm
That's short range.
looking like
No.
it's definitely looking like
No,
17 here.
No, his feet is shorter, but the stride goes further. I'm looking at the hand, not where his feet are. I'm only using the feet for where he takes off from the L, right? That looks like it goes further, but I'm trying to think of a way that I can test it to prove it. But yeah, 17 definitely moves further, but I don't think the strike is further. You know what? You can have it. You can have that one. You can have that one. You can have it.
Okay.
I don't think it goes go further, but you can have it. Sure, go for it. That's one.
Do you mind if I bring up?
Agree.
Cool. So 17's projectile game is definitely objectively stronger. Gogeta obviously has weird, which makes it kind of hard to test, but it's pretty clear to tell that these, while they have great aspects overall, the recovery, the committalness to it, like you have to commit pretty hard to him, even though you can vanish cancel them.
Mm-hmm.
He gets he does get a lot on 5S and stuff, but like any of them on whiff, they're minus 67 with 10 frames of landing lag. Same for J2S. So obviously that's not all too great. Standing 2S is minus 75 on whiff with 10 frames of landing recovery. So they're really bad on whiff, pretty high commit unless you have a bar, then you can decommit pretty easily, but also for the cost of resource. For 17, he has pretty good rapid key blast. He has 7 or 8. His jumping key blast has only 3 frames of landing recovery, and obviously he can choose how many he shoots. He gets a lot off of it and go into EX stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're faster for startup.
So this is where
Choose how many choose obviously, so that keeps it safer. He's able to 2H stuff if they're getting over it more often. Well, obviously, the beams have so much recovery. Is there a dispute on that aspect?
Yeah. So as for beams, so we're talking about projectiles in general, right? So the beams.
Yeah,
and the
projectiles
key blast.
overall.
Obviously, Gogeta doesn't have a beam. Obviously, I can't argue that. But his beam has beam properties. But his beam has key blast properties where you can vanish it on whiff. But you already mentioned that.
Right.
The tracking on 17s isn't as good as people think it is. It, for the most part, is pretty decent. It is pretty decent. I won't say it's not. The biggest gripe is that you can't do it whenever you want. You have to do this first. So I can't say it's objectively better. Because you don't have, it's not at your disposal all the time. And technically, head versus head, Gogeta's beam is going to beat as many key blasters as you want. And he gets a true string from it on Vanish, where 17 can't true string unless he's got power blitz already stored, which means you've already got in. Because very rarely will you see someone do charge full screen.
Mm-hmm.
They normally have to get in the first place, which means the whole point of using the key blast to get in is null and void because you've already got in.
Yeah, I would
Okay, I guess I see what you mean. I guess that's where the objective comes to play here, because it's really hard. Game, most things aren't objectively better than another. This game has a lot of trade-offs, although it's less meta and all. Like the basic concept of has a trade-off to another still like, you know, kind of the big part. There's very little that's be a flat out better than anything else because that doesn't sell as well. It's lesser.
For sure.
People tend to like that kind of thing less, so it's harder to find. Sure.
See,
Yeah, I think I give it.
This is why I did it, is because everyone I interacted with yesterday said he's objectively better. Like, there's no shadow of a doubt that 17's better. And I was like, first of all, that's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, there's pros and cons, but you can't say that he's just better other than his assist. So this is why I put the £50 out there. But I agree with you. I think overall, 17's is probably more practical. It's probably more practical because having a key blast is more practical than only having a beam. But it's not objectively better. Especially especially on 1v1, I actually think Gogeta's beam is better than having the key blast because he can force you to block and start his turn, where 17 can't.
Ooh, okay. I like that point. But see, I kind of the other way solo, where I think Gogeta would much rather have something to try and cover himself with like an or something, like, you know, let's just say he's running like a DP assist to cover jumping over the beam and super dashing or something, like, you know, just something random.
Yeah.
Rather where 17 is less middle, able to keep himself safe easier solo. So I guess
I would agree with that, only because you can empty vanish that. That's the only reason I think he is just as committal as any other character when he's got bar. When he's got bar, his beam is technically as committal as a key blast. Because he can vanish it on whiff, yeah. But otherwise, if he hasn't got any bar, 100% agree with you. Like, he has to take a risk. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I say number 2?
Go for number 2, my dude.
Yeah.
Right, so 17's meter build is objectively better than Gogeta's.
Yeah, hard disagree. I obviously can't tell you to show me because you probably don't know the combos, right? Or do you know the combos?
Yeah, but I can't do them, man.
Oh no, if you know them, you can tell me how much bar they build.
Right, no, I don't know the combos.
Okay, so as a 17 player, I know that he builds on his... Oh, sorry, I should say this. Are you talking about with assist or without assist? I would say you want to go without assist because any character, when you put assist in the game, can do whatever they want.
No, I'm 17 himself, so either being brought in through the new like tag change, building meter, or just on hit himself.
Okay, on himself, 100% Gogeta does more. I can show you it, like literally, because the reason 17 gets loads of damage is because he gets an air confirm, which he can't really do on his own because he needs a super dash to extend, right?
I'm not damage, just meter. I'm just saying he just builds more meter. I'm not talking about damage.
No, sorry, yeah. So for him to build good meter, quote unquote, he needs to be in the air with his super dash so he can do S, super dash S. Because that's where his meter comes from, right? The JS. Yeah, he can't do that on his own, especially mid-screen. In the corner, there's ways to doing it without bar, but mid-screen, he actually just can't do it.
Can you do it from 5H?
From, was that 5H?
You can do it from 5H, right?
No, his rejump's gone.
They removed it.
Yeah.
Rejump?
He lost the rejump.
Yeah, they lost the rejump. Plus, Gogeta can do 2 rejumps.
Right. Does his normal Wrecker combos still not just build more meter?
We can test it. Without assists.
Oh, I am pretty confident that 17 B&B builds a lot more meter than Gogeta's does.
You know, that's the combo, yeah? 1 bar.
Wait, you missed out the key blasts on the floor, but...
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. There we go. That, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. I don't know the Gogeta combo, so I might have to find a video. But he can do...
I know Gogeta combos more than...
Oh. I'm pretty sure he gets a bar and a half because he gets 2 rejumps. And he gets a DR render.
Yeah, mid-stream. Yeah. Yeah. 5-0. And I suck at on my team.
Yeah. So, we'll assume that we're both starting from 5M.
Oh, 5M?
2M or 5M. It doesn't really matter. 2M or 5M, all I have to do is beat a bar and a half. That is not how you do the rejump.
Oh, fuck yeah. Gogeta does all these weird combos now. And when I played the character, he didn't have all this re-jump shit, yeah?
Yeah,
So,
I know.
In my defense, literally doing the combos I've never landed.
That's fair. Like, yeah, he got ridiculous roots now. He's got stupid roots.
Yeah, his output.
The tagging, off of a tagging, the problem is, right, so if you do like say we got like go tanks and we do 2-3-6S in the air and we tag in, 17 can do S's, but then he's going to spend the bar to bring them down to the ground. Or you can just do Dragon Rush, which everyone can do, right? And solo, even air to air. So this is the thing I was like, 17 still might be the best at this, which is Super Dash confirms. But he's actually not, because Gogeta builds a bar. 17 gets half a bar before he has to spend it. Gogeta gets the bar, and he can end with a super from 0 bar.
I mean, Cell
You brought up go
confirmed as well.
for a second. I'm gonna figure out this tags.
Because
in my head, would do like M spin into 214S, the die missile barrage, and then you do instantly tag. You should be able to do like J2H, a full 17JS into 236M, and that should work.
2-3-6.
I'm gonna check though.
From a Super Dash.
I know 236M is pretty slow. Or I'm talking about just tag.
Right.
You tag the combo.
I know from a tag he can do the wall cling, but he doesn't get any more damage than doing the DR. And he doesn't, and he doesn't build bar from going to the wall, unfortunately. That would have been sick.
Yeah, let me. Oh my god, yeah. Imagine if he got the meter.
Okay, alright. So we have to move on from this point because I can't prove he doesn't. He builds.
I'll DM you Gogeta combos just to like obviously later because his roots are fucked up. His roots are actually fucked up now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my number 3 was going to be 17's level 3 Oki is objectively better.
What, mid screen?
Yeah. Just anywhere on the screen.
Is it like just more frames?
He gets a lot more frames, right?
I guess we'll find out.
Gogeta gets
I'll check. I'll get the numbers.
Popo said it's worse, but I'll look at the numbers first of all, like straight up.
Plus 40 for 7.
Yep. Crab nose.
You know.
Oh my god, this is the longest animation as well. Jesus.
I know. It is plus 30, so 17 gets 10 more.
Yeah, that is right. He's got more. Does he not get Oki then? Popo said it's worse, but I want to see why he says it's worse. Oh, look where Gogeta
I don't
stands.
really know what either of them get for Oki, so I definitely speak on that. But
in the corner, 17 I know can do float high low, right? So he gets 50-50 in the corner. Gogeta gets nothing.
Oh, and the fit on depending on where you are in the air. So I did it high up and plus 8. I did it low in the air and I was plus 41. That's weird. Okay, I just made it plus 40. But on the ground is 40.
On the ground is 40. Okay. Popo saying it's not a 50-50. I don't know if I think he's talking about the 17 one.
Super jump.
I mean,
we
can debate for years if SJIED is a 50-50 or not, but
I guess so. Yeah, I'm with you. Like to say something's a mix up or 50-50 kind of depends on who's talking about it. I would say if you can get a safe jump, it's fine.
Yeah, he gets a very good.
Yeah, if they both get a safe jump, to me they're the same. And even though 17's more plus, Gogeta's closer, so he doesn't need as many plus frames. So I would say they're even, but that still doesn't make him better. Unless there's another point that Ryan wanted to add to it.
I'm gonna check screen position, see if that aids into it.
Sorry, can you say that? Because I'm staring at the chat watching Popo go crazy.
Sorry, what was that?
Can you say the last part? Because I'm in the chat. And Popo going, oh, you can just fuzzy mash. I'm pretty sure you can't, but...
So because I was thinking mix is obviously dependent on the person you're talking to, right? So whether it be a true 50-50 or 1 frame to 5 frames difference between a high and low, to me it's kind of arbitrary. I was saying as long as you can get a safe jump, it's good. And they both get a safe jump. In the corner, And mid-screen, even though 17 gets more plus frames, Gogeta is closer, so he doesn't need as many plus frames. So I would say they're about even. In different ways, they're good. Yeah, Popo is actually going nuts.
Yeah, he's going crazy.
Well,
you can fuzzy mash the low. Can we double check this? Because I'm pretty sure you can't fuzzy mash the low, but I could be wrong.
But with 17,
yeah.
You asked me to do flow mix up, bruv. Okay. Let's get Crabbo to do it. Imagine asking me, the Vegeta player, to do flow mix ups. Come on, man. Allow me. Allow me. I would also say if I was being a goon and he was my boy, I would say Gogeta is still better because he can meter dump 2 more bars. I don't even know what that is on block on hit. How advantage that is.
Oh, let me see.
I think it's about the same.
See what?
I'm just not gonna say anything.
I'll find out. Do you hold the buttons? I don't.
Yeah, you just keep it held.
Okay, cool. Let's see. After this movie,
it sends you full screen no matter what. Wow. Slide mine on 5L. Shit.
And it's 3 more.
Look at this Superman. That's so sick.
It is sick.
It's such a good looking.
So sick.
It's also better than frame wise. It's a bit better than 17.
Wait, is Popo in here? Popo, join in the Discord.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because plus 40. Yeah.
Plus 43.
The frame data becomes better on the level 5, but how often are you level 5
with Gogeta, who builds a ton of bar, I think pretty often.
Do you think it's worth it though?
For the kill, yeah. I think in general, Gogeta is better.
Or no, I meant.
Oh, for the frames, no way. Don't ever do it for the frames. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't. Yeah. So I didn't.
Yeah, never.
I just wanted to make sure. I was like, hold on now.
Nah. You never do the frames. Because this was another point. I thought 17 did more damage, but he can't do more damage than Gogeta because he can spend 1 bars, 2 bars, 3 bars, or 5 bars. He's got way more flexibility when it comes to bar. Where 17
Gogeta's meter dump is a lot more.
Yeah, it's infinitely better. So 17 can't even rival him with like, oh, I get this bar and I can spend it because he can't always spend it.
Yeah.
Nick wants to join as well. Okay, well, there's.
I failed. I couldn't get 3. I could only get 1.
That's fair because you don't play the game.
I still have.
Yeah, Crabbo's got some, but Heapski did get 1.
Ooh.
The first thing that popped into my head, and I was like, surely these other things just make sense. All right. Yeah, I failed. My bad. Popo is angry and he's going to find
All right.
Okay.
Shaz Heapski. We're tagging Popo, but yeah, Crabbo's still got 2 points to bring up, so let's go.
My second point, so I don't think with this objectivity part, I don't think I can really make it work because it was all about trade-offs. Gogeta's buttons being bigger, but 17 safer on whiff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's. I mean, I guess there's subject to it, so you know.
Yeah.
I mean.
So I won't bring that up.
I mean, to be fair, you could bring it up because I'm going to upload it anyway. And it's still
okay.
This is the conversation I wanted to have about Gogeta versus 17, but you can't because everyone just says it's not the case. Everyone thinks 17's like God's gift to Dragon Ball and he has no flaws. But yeah, like
I think that's. I still think both of these characters are pretty flawed. I don't think either of them are top tier or necessarily even all that close in my opinion. But that's a different talk.
Yeah.
But 17 buttons are like notorious stubby, right? 5LL is like not stubby. 5M's okay now. Good. Texture fast. But little slide. But his buttons are pretty notoriously stubby and they're pretty like normal with like pretty average. I'll use Gotenks for example since I have him. So like Gotenks 5L is I believe it's also minus 20. So like, you know, standard stuff for his normals. But they're obviously stubby. You know, 3H which is pretty bad on width, minus 37. Yeah. And then you have Gogeta, who obviously 5L, so on width, it goes pretty far, but it's 30, which is a pretty big deal that like you could reasonably react to 5L at the right, where that's not really the case for most characters with single hitting 5Ls, but obviously the trade-offs there, the multi-hits and the reactable confirms and all that. But 2L sliding, pretty similar to 17's 3H, but it's tied to a light, so you have Gatling block. So I mean, I'd say that the normal's better. The 5M, pretty big, goes high. Obviously, button. Minus 34 on whiff though, so it's still really bad on whiff. 2M, the giant ass button, minus 40 on whiff. Still, like, obviously, you can't really justify that being, in my opinion. It's a big button, but if you whiff it, you die. Like, guaranteed. Or in most, because I guess if you're high enough up, you get a punish. But it's 5H teleport, bad on 46. 2H is minus 48 on whiff. So, I mean, on whiff, Gogeta is dying in most cases, but his buttons are a lot harder to whiff. Right off.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. It's kind of the same with the Ki Blast, right? Like, Gogeta's more committal, but he has way more reward, and it's harder to make him scuff up. Like, it's hard to not space out 2M, right? Obviously, they can jump, but when they're on the ground, you can always do, like, reflect 2M. And there's nothing that can be reflected that will push you that far back that it will whiff. His 5M is a threat around start against some characters, not everyone, because, you know, Gogeta 4 exists, so you have to be careful, but they nerfed 17's 5M. It used to go further. They buffed the startup, but they took away the range, which gave him some problems. Obviously not with punishing, but for, like, the power blitz stuff, he can't really get anything off it anymore because his 5M doesn't go far enough. Yeah, like you said, 3H is cool, but the worst thing about 3H is you can't 2H cross-ups because you get 3H.
Yeah.
So
you have to not block. Yeah, kind of. That's I think that's actually get out.
It sucks. I mean, that's for me playing him practically. That's the worst thing about him, that you have to come out of block to 2H IEDs. Like, it's horrible. It's super horrible. But yeah, I think
is Rekka like worth it as a tier in that situation or not? Like, I'm just thinking about it.
Is to anti-air instead.
Because I know like 2 cells.
Yeah, so the first Rekka can anti-air, but I don't know if you've seen it against a guard cancel. They can actually land sometimes, and then you don't actually anti-air, and it kind of whiffs. You remember, like, did Broly have it where sometimes something would super dash, and the super dash would just whiff past the 2H?
Oh yeah, that's Broly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he has that sometimes. To be fair, it is a decent option, but again, with cross-ups, if you get crossed up, you're going to do the Rekka that sends you away, so you'll just get hit.
Right.
Yeah. Because it'll reverse your inputs, and then you do 2-1-4 instead of 2-3-6. And then you get the backwards Rekka, which is sick on block, because you get all 8 Rekkas. But obviously, there's way more startups, so you won't actually anti-air them.
Right.
But yeah, I think they've both got pros and cons. There's situations where 17's way better with his normals than Gogeta, but it depends on how you like to play. If you want to play safer, I'd say 17's better. But if you just want to delete your opponent, you want to play Gogeta.
Right.
Yeah.
And then my final point, this one's also going to be a little bit of a hard one. Everyone has different concepts of pressure, especially depending on your region and who you were taught by and all that.
This is where you've chosen for your
more of the
final
French
resting
style of
place.
pressure for this game. Learning proper stagger pressure and all that. So frame data and button size, Gatling options are really important to me. So I wanted to bring out 17 pressure. I think is better than Blue Gogeta's by a little bit, at least objective and subjectively a decent bit better. So one of the biggest things about staggers and what we learned was 2L 5L. We call it the, and obviously Gogeta having a weirder 2L is that as well, so it makes it a little bit different. And since he has the longer 5L as well, there's more time for your opponent to kind of assess the situation on block when you're just doing 5L, which is always what you want. So like situations with like Kefla 5LL being long, that's less of an issue because you're using it a little bit less in your staggers. But like if you're hunkering down, you're not worrying about mix-ups, you're not worrying about any of that. You just want to stagger, you want to reset your pressure over and over again. You're going to be using 5L a lot. Right? Giving someone time over and over and over again in a situation where you want to make people panic because they don't assess the situation in time, that 5L is definitely. But on the right side, doesn't have to dash normally. So it definitely like pressure philosophy and different game theories that you abide by. But I think for like if you know the French player Star Pressure, the Vidal player.
Oh yeah. He
like,
used to play Vidal Broly. I remember that guy.
Yeah. He's one of my teachers, and I've been learning pressure in a similar style to him. And one day I can hope have pressure similar to him. I really like it.
Mm-hmm.
But a style like that, 7 is definitely more favored, having more standard normals. All of his buttons are pretty good on block. His only non-safe light and medium is 2M. So, you know, I believe even his auto safe, yeah. So he has a lot of stagger protection in that situation. And he has extra normals with 3H. So yeah, he has more options out of that and all the Rekka stuff, obviously. So I think the pressure is better, but once you get into mix-ups, Gogeta's standard, like, you know, the Rekka assist call mix is just more potent than what most of the stuff 17's putting out, but although 17 does have cursed shit, which I don't fully understand. I'm not too 17.
Yeah, so I pretty much agree, and I think it goes down to like the two cards being so different. I feel 17 is way more safer with his pressure, and again, but he has zero mix. If he's, to be fair, even this Popo might get mad at me because I actually labbed this after coming back from France. This is absolutely reactable. The auto combo or 2H into high low, it's 100% reactable. It's actually not that strong.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, so he
the EX stuff.
Yeah,
I think that stuff is like, I think that's if you get caught off guard, like they send JS to it, like that can work if you're caught off guard by it, but I don't think it work a ton of times in a match. Like when I fought Yasha, obviously high delay of the net play, but
I mean the
when I fought
thing
Yasha,
is,
that did work. It was from like, I think he did like a stagger into a super jump back into a JS at the EX, so it caught me off guard. So that was a lot harder to block, obviously. But yeah, just doing like auto combo, I don't think that's all. Honestly,
I honestly
it'll
think
hit people.
The auto combo is his best thing. I think this auto combo is his best thing because that obviously gives you the high low as well. Even though we said it's reactable and you can just reflect it, but because it goes so far, it's a very good way to get in. I feel like considering 17 doesn't have like a lariat where Gogeta has a lariat in the form of Rekkas. He can do heavy Rekka and it's his lariat and it's hit confirmable. Like,
yeah,
that's insanely fast. You're not reacting to it. No, sorry, you react to the EX, but you don't know what's coming out. And you've blocked it, right? I don't think you can react to that move. Like, it's an absurd lariat. Like, especially if you do something like that. If you hold up, he's got the old, well, not the old, SSJ Vegeta can still do it. He's got the Vegeta tech where if Vegeta does S and you block it and you hold up and he does heavy rocket kick, you always get hit. Because you just can't hold up on it. He's got that but on crack because that's not unsafe where Vegeta's is. Vegeta gets punished for doing that. He's a -3 and he's a character with a DP. So he's got the whole social construct meme. Where it's like, yeah, I'm -3, but I've also got a DP. Do you want to try press the button? I could DP Spark and kill your character. You never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I think 17's pressure is super like solid, but he just has zero mix, especially when he goes into Rekka. Because when I was speaking to Posey was like, yeah, you can't bust out on this character. And I was like, well, technically you can. He can't go into barrier from overheads. I can show you. Because everyone thinks he can just barrier at will, and it's like, no, he can't. You guys just haven't gone to the lab. It's cool. That's why I'm here. So let's put, I don't know if his one's particularly fast, like Gogeta's. I think it's fairly fast because it's a traveling one, right? So it's not that slow.
The GP is
no, he's level 3.
Oh, it's level 3. I don't think fast. Let me just compare it to a few characters I have on screen.
Cool.
Frame 13 point blank. Gotenks is 12 point blank, but that's a projectile. Is frame 13, so it's looking to be pretty standard.
Yeah, see, so stream, sorry, I don't know if you missed it. Certain overheads or certain supers, you can't go into barrier from the overhead. So when Coach Steve did it, he did it on the low record. That you can always go into barrier, always. You also need to have bar because it's EX barrier that counters supers, not the regular barrier. Second of all, if he's in the normal, he can't get into barrier fast enough. He has to already be in wreckers. But
yeah,
saying all of that, you can literally just L him out of the overhead. You just crouch block, and when you see his feet come off the ground, you literally just press L, and you beat him.
Oh really?
Yeah. They changed.
I thought they made it not matter.
So you used to only be able to do H it, but then they changed it and they took away the OS, so he can never OS overhead into barrier. You can't do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if I do, oh damn, he actually whiffs. That's. Let me do against 17 because 17 doesn't move on his one.
The only 17 knowledge I had from back hero, well, whatever hero. So I had nothing on 17 before.
Yeah, he's
until like at least 3.
He got worse. I think he got worse. He got some buffs for sure, but there's a lot of things that made him really busted that they've taken away. Like the 5M made him busted because he could do this. And on block, you couldn't up back, but now you can up back because of Power Blitz. Because of the range on 5M. It's so... There's other things that they changed, but because they gave him EX Wreck in the air to bring him down to the ground, I think that was the best buff that he could have got, which helped him. But there's a lot of things that made him busted that he hasn't got anymore. He's more normalized than anything. He's just not like a specialist character anymore.
Yeah, he definitely like fits at least.
Mm-hmm. But oh, actually, before I might as well show you everyone this. I think people know this. If I set him back to do level 3, you can EXDP through supers. How do you do? Oh yeah, I'm bugging. What's that? So you can make it whiff like barrier. It's not the same as barrier, but yeah, he can do that as well.
Oh yeah, does it work on like the big one? Did like Gohan level?
Yeah, I don't think it works on the Gohan one. Yeah, I'll have to test it against the big ones, because that's the only drawback. I don't know if he's got another way around it. He probably doesn't, to be fair. But yeah, I think their pressure is like so different. But yeah, even with 17, he can TOD you, but Gogeta can TOD you from way more things. Way more things. He can TOD you from like a super dash now, if he's got Spark.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah,
I don't know why they give him this, but
yeah, it's not okay. But I mean,
his damage out because of all the meter dump and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of crazy.
He does go brr. Right. So, I mean, between both of you, me and you had a very productive conversation, and he got 1 point that I cannot deny. The second of the auto combo is just objectively better. It's faster, safer, technically more range from what it looks like. But yeah, I mean, that's 1. 2 more and someone can get the 50, or we'll split the 50. But I don't know if Kelvin's still about and Popo wants to come in. Damn, Popo very rarely comes to the mic. Someone really must have pissed him off.
Heapski got him heated.
Yeah. But to be fair to
Heapski, you've done it now.
Heapski hasn't played for ages. So to be fair to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he probably hasn't even seen the Gogeta changes properly. Like what he can do now.
Yeah, Gogeta just gets now. It's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, are you?
But I do still think there are aspects. But
Mr. Popo said he's calm now. I guess we cleared up. See, constructive conversation. It's all good now. We're just waiting on Kelvin then. Because I think personally, the Yasha team, like everyone's talking about Yasha's team being the strongest. I think he could change.
Yeah,
I don't think it's the strongest. I don't think it's the strongest.
I don't think so. I don't think it's even close. I think it's a very good given the characters on paper.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think synergy wise is abnormal. It has abnormally strong, especially looking at other like people are picking this game. But like it's not as as a lot. I'm gonna pick on American play because that's what I see most, obviously.
Yeah, that's
NA,
right.
but most NA like Kid Buu 21, Buu UI, whatever, Broly, whatever, Piccolo Z Broly, all that stuff. It's a lot of it is, and a lot of the reason people pick it is very wonderful. Even if there are more and rich synergistic things about the shell, but people just pick it for the very basic thing. So seeing that it is very deep, but I think it's partially just because it's two weird characters stuck behind Vegito.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think with Yasha's version of the team, it feels like it's Gogeta plus 2 assists because his team's super top heavy. When Gogeta's got both of those assists behind him, it does feel like a strong team. But as soon as Gogeta's not there, his team is not that strong. It's strong because it's got Vegito on it, but there's better characters than Vegito. Like I'm way more scared of a SSJ4 Gogeta or a 21 or something backed by a barrier than Vegito. So yeah, his team is super top heavy, super top heavy. I feel, and I think I think he could change if he changed 17 for Gotenks. I think it'd be way better, but he won't do that.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he won't do that.
You have no idea. I would try to catch Yasha on that so hard. I mentioned to him, and he didn't seem to go. So I mean, I can't blame him.
Yeah,
but I think like with Yasha's, you have to be one of the best in the world to play this and do even okay. Like if you mess up your health a little bit and you end up with just like a solo 17 and a 2v1, I'm like, what are you doing? Like there's a lot of situations like you don't want. You have to have that good health. You have to not just gonna get killed if lose because there's not. I feel like if playing better player, better, not gonna have a good time with them.
Yeah, I agree. I think because I know Yasha's got really good movement, I don't feel he needs barrier. I feel that's like a seatbelt that he doesn't need because he's a perfect driver half the time. So he might as well just go all in and go, you know what? I want my team to build the most bar. If he had Gotenks on his team would build the most bar probably in the game. Like between Gogeta and Gotenks, you probably do B&Bs that build you 4 bars. Like it's crazy. And you'd have insane lockdown. He's got a lariat that's 40 blocks done. But in B assist, then he's got A assist, and he's got a usable C assist. Like he's got everything. He's got everything. I don't know. Yeah, I think as long as you've got the execution, I think you like you're trolling not playing Gotenks, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, like in general, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's
as someone who plays Gotenks, yes. I think you are trolling if you're not picking. The character is silly, but people find him boring, so it's whatever. But like, and he on paper he doesn't give as much. He's higher effort, higher reward. People just aren't willing to do that.
Yeah,
higher effort, higher reward than where you pick his ace. Like, okay.
I do get it. I mean, when I see Yasha's team and I see him with Anchor 17, I'm like, this is pain, bruv. If you had Gotenks, you could at least ghost Oki someone to death. Like with 17, you do 40% and you spend all the bar that you gain from your combo. Cool. But Gotenks is always meter positive when he's combos. Always meter positive. Unless he hits you with Ghost Oki. But at least then he bypasses the meter penalty because his combos are so long off of Ghost.
Yeah, if you're using an assist to get SKD after your Ghost Oki confirm, if you like open them up with the 50-50 and they didn't just take the hit on Ghost, because people just take the hit now.
Yeah.
Because the scaling's worth it. Yes. But either way, by the being over a bar positive. So if you finish off with an assist to ground DR, you can backdash and start going positive.
It's super sick.
It's really sick. It's really. I guess Vortex mix-ups kind of my thing because I love it. I love it a lot.
I'm trying to learn Gotenks. I'm trying to learn Gotenks Krillin shell. I think that might be the best shell.
Oh, Krillin is fun. It's so fun. I've been thinking about coming back to Krillin. I miss Krillin a lot.
Man, like it's either going to be 17 Zamasu or Gotenks Krillin or with SSJ Vegeta. Like there's quite a bit of tech with Vegeta and Zamasu, but there's no blocks done. So I think Zamasu needs more blocks than just 17. But Krillin, Gotenks, Vegeta, everything's a 2-touch because I can always build enough bar to put you in the 2M left right.
Yeah.
It's
you like
what's that?
Krillin. You like him? Point.
I think it's okay. I don't think it's optimal. I think his rock assist is way too strong to put him in anchor. Put him on point.
Yeah. That's what I would. You know, some people, like, he's on point right now. So I don't know. Yeah. I think Krillin. I mean, I still think like Krillin is the best, but Krillin anchor definitely works. You just have to try it. I don't know. I feel like he's a little hard to play solo time.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's easy. It's not like learn this one or two things and you'll just win. I think he's got so many options for so many situations. It's harder to do because you have to always know what you should be doing, whether you should be doing after image, solar flare, rocks, beam, charge beam. Like, yeah, he's got or his S game.
Yeah,
he's got like 4 million different types of S's. So yeah, he's not easy anchor, but I think he's always got the tools to make a comeback. It's just not always easy.
Yeah.
Krillin life, man. Krillin life. And he's still got his rejumps, which do too much damage.
Yeah, I know. His sick. It seems like they're a little bit different. Not all of them were actually in my testing. Because I've been.
Yeah, I need to learn them properly now. Right, let me try and find Kelvin. Safe for jumping on, Crabbo.
Oh yeah.
Much appreciated. If you're playing,
it was
Krillin,
fun. I like talking about the. So.
Yeah.
Whether I could prove the point or not, because I knew we see pretty similarly on this kind of thing. So whether I could prove the point or not, I was up for.
Yeah, next time I'll be like less hostile and we'll just talk about the game because I think it's like pretty productive.
Yeah, it's just enjoyable, and like there's certain people that it's enjoyable with because most people tend to take the conversation into your opinion is dumb, and it's just not enjoyable that way.
Yeah, pretty much. When people go to extremes, yeah, it does turn. I mean, I do it. I definitely do it, but.
I have. Don't get me wrong, but
I just do it to filter out the people that are just like capping. That's the only reason.
Yeah, that are just saying nonsense. Yeah,
exactly.
Once you can get like an actual conversation, the actual point, people that aren't just talking out of their ass.
That's all I'm here for, man. But
I imagine that's from is you saw a lot of people talking out of their ass, and you're like,
yeah, it was my own fault. I went into Mumba's chat. It was bound to happen. It was bound to happen.
Oh.
Yeah. Bless Mamba.
No comment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mamba's a great guy. His chat is.
Yeah. It's I realized I should only go there for good vibes, not for conversation.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's a lesson I learned, but it's all good. It's all good. Mamba's still a cool guy. Just can't talk to him about tier lists, man. You just can't.
Yeah, no.
It's too much.
All right, C4. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah,
I'll catch you.
No problems. Peace. All right. So yeah, like I said, that's one to the good guys. Chat, you got 1 point. Shouts to Heapski, the guy that doesn't play the game anymore. For a point. Shouts to Crabbo for the convo. It was a little bit hard, obviously, because his mic wasn't the best, but I think most of it was there. We're waiting for Kelvin. I think he said that he can't come to the laptop right now. I don't mind waiting for a little bit more. I can argue with chat. Chat got any points? Objectively better. Has to be objectively better. The tool that 17 has versus Gogeta. I feel like I should be doing some research and like going through some like YouTube videos because I don't know his combos. I just feel like I've seen enough to know. He can definitely get rejump from that. Clash after 6M. Yeah, that's we done that. The second hit of his auto combo. That was the point. That was the point that Heapski got. It's too good. But in the actual clash situation, it's not objectively better for 17 because Gogeta's got a DP. So he could just DP his second hit with the auto combo. I feel like they're about the same strength with different perks. I think so. This isn't part of the stream. I think Gogeta is just better. I think Gogeta is like top 5. I think he's way better than 17. But I'm happy with they're both strong, just in different ways. I can live with that. I wouldn't argue about that. But I will argue about 17 being better than Gogeta. That's where I draw the line. I think JM jump cancel JM2H. Oh, so you take out the L's. And then super dash, right? Oh no, what? I'm trolling. I started with super dash. That's why it didn't work. Oh, you have to wait till you land as well, right? Or is it just before you land? Do you agree with the French saying that Janemba is top 5? Probably not. I've got Gotenks in my... I think Gotenks is top 3. So probably not. Well, in my top 5, it's probably Gogeta 4, Gogeta Blue, 21 Gotenks. And I don't know about the other one. I know ME think it's base Vegeta. I think I've seen some NA ones where they've got Broly. So I don't know about the 5th character. It could be. It could be Janemba. I don't think it is. I think he's kind of overrated. But on a certain day, maybe. I think Zamasu could. I mean, it depends on what kind of tier list it is. I think Zamasu does need a very specific team. Gogeta over Vegeta, 100% for me. 100%. I think this character is not okay. I don't think this character is okay. I feel he is a reason a lot of characters have been crept on. I think a lot of characters have gone out of favor because of this character now. The same way Tohan dropped out of favor because Vegito got buffed. The better Vegito's gotten, the less people play Tohan. Unless they obviously really like the character. But because of the Vegito buffs, it made it pointless playing Tohan. And because of the system mechanics, because they made guard cancels better, blah blah blah. So his whole like 2H leg stuff went out the window. And it was like, well, Tohan and Vegito do the same damage. They just get it in different ways. Now Vegito's way of getting damage is like more quote unquote meta, where Tohan's isn't. So he just got crept on. Yeah, I don't know why they let him do this. This is weird. Oh no, I meant to do straight beam, right? All right, Kelvin's pulling up. Oh, I think Nick V went it in, right? All you have to do is jump in the Discord, jump on the stage, and then I'll bring you in. We can do 2 at a time. Have you gave your thoughts on 17, 5FL, 2H? Oh yeah, that mix is not mix. Hey, it's me, D. Yeah, I think everyone kind of said like, yeah, that's reactable. I think everyone said that. And it's reflectable. But yeah, you can just react to it. You just you stand block until his feet touch the ground and you crouch block. There's no real mix. I'm gonna ask again if you talked about LL pressure and the assist being better. The assist, that was part of the tweet. So it's things better other than the A assist. The LL pressure, that's technically what he spoke about. He said the second hit of his auto combo is really good. Right, Kelvin is here. I think you have to put your hand up in the Discords, and then I can bring you to the stage. There we go. Says you're invited. I think you have to like drag yourself over. I think I should ask Heapski and Crabber how they did it. Yeah, I mean, because I couldn't prove that Well, I could if I had like an hour or something. I think the ranges might be different, but I couldn't prove it, so I just gave it up. Otherwise, people would be here like watching grids for like an hour or something while I try and work out which one goes further. Yeah, see, they said not, they weren't counting the first L. They said specifically the second L. So yeah. Can you invite me again? Sure. New member, invite to speak. Try it now. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a loophole, but it was a fair loophole that like Heapski found. Like he completely disregarded the first L and said, no, just the second L, frame wise is better. It's faster. So both of those things are objectively better. The only other thing is the range, and the range was really it was just too hard to work out because Gogeta's L moves him forward, so it's really hard to judge how far his second hit of the wall combo went to 17s.
Hi, there you go.
Yo, all right, Kelvin is in. I don't know if you want to do like a little introduction or anything, or get straight to it. It's totally up to you.
Nah, I think I don't have anything to say for introduction. I'm just a normal guy that play fighting games, and I'm here to try to break this $50, and that's it.
Cool. Chat, you can hear Kelvin, right? I'll turn him up a little bit, but he sounded pretty loud on my end. Just
Okay.
let's try 150. Everyone else is 150. Do you want to do a mic test 1 2 1 2?
1 2 1 2. Test mic. Testing mic. I mean, I'm hearing on my phone and it sounds fine.
They said you're quiet, but I'll turn you up to 200. See if that helps.
Okay.
Not the loudest. All right, you know what? I'll turn the BGM down. That should help, right?
Yeah, it's because I'm using my laptop's microphone and I'm on Wi-Fi at the same time. So yeah, my mic isn't gonna be that good.
All right, nice, cool. I mean, yeah, I can hear you. Chat can hear you. They just have to, turn up your volume on your side. There we go.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all good. I mean, yeah, go for it. You heard the one that Heapski got, right? I can see this.
Yeah,
that one.
the first one was the 5LL one, right?
Yeah, specifically the second L in the auto combo. Like 70s is just better, just way better. Yeah, it's faster. It's got less recovery, and they're about the same range. So yeah, it's just straight up better.
Okay. So my second point would be actually like doing. Sorry, my English is very bad, but solo plus range. There you go. Like 17 can make solo plus frames even easier with bar, but without bar, he's actually really good on doing solo plus frames with like Rekka, then getting like 1 bar into barrier into vanish. I don't think it's 1 bar. It's 1 bar or 1 bar and a half. And Gogeta actually doesn't have that tool because he can't just do solo plus frame at all.
He can't do solo plus frames. Right.
I mean, like without vanish.
But the example you gave with 17 was with vanish, right?
Yeah, he can actually do T2S, like he charges up and then he uses power blitz so he can get plus frames into 5M as you demonstrated. And Gogeta does not have that tool. He literally had to use a bar to get any type of plus frames.
He can get plus frames off of 6M.
I mean, if you have the right spacing, but that's pretty difficult to do solo when they can literally just reflect. You cannot do it gapless, I think.
17 can't do it gapless. Power blitz isn't the true string from Records. So you mean like this, right? If I set him to reflect, right? It's 8, right? Yeah. So if I do
Even if they reflect, you still plus, right?
I don't think it is. I'll try it. I'm pretty sure it isn't though. +1.
Yeah.
But then you can just
Yeah,
reflect
he's 2
together.
plus.
So, but yeah, you can't do that for free, right? It doesn't cost you bar, but you have to do a power blitz first, so you can't do it at will.
Yeah.
Where
You have to charge it first.
Where Gogeta can literally just make you block a beam and vanish, and then
Yeah, but you need to have the bar. If you don't have the bar, it just gets smoked because you have to super dash after, and if you're like the screen or if they reflect in the super dash, you'll actually die. But 17 can he has power blitz already charged, he can use it and just get 5M because it's +1.
Did you see what you did there? You went, if he has power blitz charge, and I could just say, well, if Gogeta's got a bar, then it's fine. If they've both got the resources to make themselves plus, they can be plus. That's what the argument comes down to. One needs to give up neutral or give up an assist to do this, right? Because it's minus, they would lose their turn if they do that, and the other just needs to get bar. So both of them have to work to get that one thing, or they can both do 6M and get plus frames. They both got that.
Yeah, that's true.
17's actually got things that are punishable, where I don't. So like with the wreckers, I think all of his are safe. Are they, or am I bugging? Oh no, they're -8, so they're not safe. Now I'm talking rubbish. They're both minus then. Sorry, they're both got punishable. Yeah, because all of his wreckers are punishable as well. Or is it the lower? Might not be actually. I might be bugging. Hold on. 23, 11.
Yeah, so you just said safe apart from the ender. That's from Gogeta, I think.
Yeah, the overhead part. The overhead's like -5 or -3, depending if you use the EX one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of 17s are 9 and above. The only way you can end safely is power blitz. That's the only one you can do. But you lose your turn, obviously, the same way Gogeta would.
Charging power blitz is actually safe? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they changed it.
Cool.
It used to be like -20. Create something stupid like that.
I was like, whoa, why can't I just punish? That's weird. Shit is -22. I'm sweating right now.
Yeah, the blast is -22, and you can't cancel out of it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so you have to vanish if you do that. So you always have to spend like a bar and a half. With Gogeta, I didn't know he couldn't choose string into vanish. I didn't think about that, but it does make sense.
With 5S. Yeah, he can do 5S into vanish.
Can he true string into something and do it though? I don't think he can, right? So you know, like how? Yeah, I don't think he can. What about if it's?
I think the only normal that he has that jails into vanish is actually 5S or 2S maybe because oh no, they actually nerfed 2S. It has less blocks now. So yeah, I think that just 5S.
Yeah, I don't think he can do anything.
Yeah.
Makes power blitz better overall. Yeah, but you don't have it all the time. That's the problem with it. Even if you want the one to be -5, you don't have that one all the time. You either have power blitz charge or power blitz throw, so it's inconsistent. It's like saying Ginyu B assist is good, but you don't always have the right one you want.
But it's actually more consistent than my bad. 17's option is actually more consistent than Gogeta's options. He can do barrier into vanish. He can do power blitz. He can do I think the normal Rekka, I think low Rekka actually jails into vanish. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I think it does. I'm not sure.
Doesn't seem to. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't seem. I think the only thing is that, right? Oh no, they stopped that from. Yeah, they stopped it. They didn't. That used to be a true string. They took that away. Power blitz into vanish.
Yeah, actually in jail.
They took that away to B plus. Well, so for Gogeta, I can say you can't do this.
You see, on mobile right now.
Oh, sorry. He can do S into super dash in the corner.
Yeah, he can do it, but it's only in the corner. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the same for like Power Blitz. This Power Blitz is only good in the corner because that's when you can 5M to stop people jumping and stuff. In mid-screen, you don't get anything for being +8 with him.
I mean, nah, not in the question of being plus, but using Power Blitz in neutral is actually less committal than from 5S with Gogeta. The recovery is less lower.
Crabbo mentioned this, and I was like, you could say that, but because Gogeta's beam is a button, you can just vanish. So if you've got bar, it's less committal. And
yeah, but didn't Crabbo also mention the 5S question with 17, the key blast? Because he said projectile game not using only Power Blades is less committal than 5S, or using 5S is actually less committal than Gogeta's beam. He was talking about projectiles overall.
Yeah, no, he did. He said projectiles overall. Gogeta's technically just got 2 beams, right? He's got the beam with the follow-up.
Yeah.
That one, or a regular beam. He doesn't have like a actual 5S, but his 5S beats every other character's 5S, technically. So even Broly's, it clashes with certain. He clashes with S Broly because he's got one as well. But Z Broly, his S technically beats Z Broly's. So I would say it's not objectively better just to have a 5S. SSJ Food, there's a lot of characters that don't have a 5S that are still really strong. So I don't think. Go on.
Oh, my bad. Real quick, can you test it if Power Blitz actually beats Gogeta's 5S? I never tested. I'm really curious right now.
It should do because it's 2 separate beams. I'll test it though. But yeah, it's classed as two beams. So
Let's see.
I'll do a bit earlier. Too fast. Ah, there you go. Yeah, so it clashes with the first one, and then the second one hits. I guess with Gogeta, I could banish it, but yeah, the whole point is to see if it beats it. Yeah, Power Blitz beats it. I think the only one it doesn't beat is Riku. I think it doesn't beat Riku.
It's because Riku has his own hitbox and hardbox. It's like a separate character, so it won't beat it because it's also a multi-hit beam. So I think it might lose to like Goku Black's or SSG Goku's beam also, because it's a multi-hit beam.
Yeah, but Riku's he has the longest beam. Like it's like double the hits of everyone else's. So I think for duration, it doesn't get hit. I'll test it because might as well. Can Gogeta 4 get a fuzzy of a 17C assist? I think Gogeta 4 gets a fuzzy off of like anything with 35 frames apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets fuzzies from like all sorts of stuff. 5 is just a great check overall. Really high level using it for screen.
I actually didn't mention the CSS because I actually think CSS are overall bad. There are some exceptions, but overall CSS are really bad. But specifically about 17 CSS and Gogeta Blue CSS, I think Gogeta Blues is better because it's actually a beam and it tracks, so it should be better than 17. That's why I didn't mention it.
That's fair. I would have just laughed because I don't think 17 has a B or C assist. I think they're that bad. I wouldn't even take them into consideration. I think they're horrendous.
Yeah.
I think I guess you can make an argument for the C assist because it's upper body invol, but
nah, if you play say 17, it's almost a rule to use 17. If you see someone rocking 17C, they are just crazy or they actually don't know how to play the game.
Yeah, literally. This is going to be a nightmare at the time. Right. I've got to do way earlier. Maybe I can't tell if I'm doing it on time or not.
It's actually because Riku's beam has to be active, so you have to do it mad earlier. because he actually charges the beam.
Yeah, I'm doing it way too late. Let me try it when he does Power Blitz. Wow, I still wasn't in time. You got to call it like a day before. Oh, actually, the second hit does hit him. Okay.
Bro. Bro, Power Blitz is broken. What the fuck? I never like lab specific shit like this. It's actually broken.
Yeah, it's weird because yeah, Rikum does 18 hits. And most beams do like 7 to 8. So yeah, I thought the duration would have covered both of them, but yeah, that was a Power Blitz. I guess the first Power Blitz negates beams instead of like out prioritizing them.
Let's see. So another thing that I would like to mention is actually like when you are in a 1v1 situation, like neutral or even in offense, and you literally don't have any bar. 17 has a pretty good advantage against Gogeta because of Rekkas. You can do Rekkas and build like half a bar, and if they try to like reflect or guard cancel into button, you can actually just smoke them for half a bar with barrier.
So the situation is 17 versus Gogeta without bar.
Yeah, no, with actually no bar. I think 17 can actually like neutral, just shooting stuff, walking around. He can build like half a bar, and when he gets in, it's like it's over because if you do reflect into button, that like best players really love doing reflecting to 2-1 with Gogeta, and if you do that, you will just actually get smoked by for like half a bar.
But okay, so that's not fair because you said they both have no bar, then 17 builds bar. What about Gogeta?
No, it's because but Gogeta has to commit to something to get the bar. Like you're just walking around, you can't just dash block every time. You get in, he'll get in eventually.
Okay.
And if you like DP or you reflect into button, you just get smoked.
Okay, so how does 17 get bar and Gogeta doesn't in the 1v1?
Because of his projectile game, just walking around and throwing key blasts, charging power blitz, and Gogeta has to commit to stuff like 5S, 2S, 6S.
So
okay, like
you're telling me you would power blitz against a character that can do that? You would charge power blitz against someone who could do that? That seems a bit.
Oh, 2M, I see.
Yeah, I think you're being a bit disingenuous. Like 17's not just going to be building bar and Gogeta is going to be helpless because you can't 5S because his 5S will beat yours, and at this range he can always hit you with a low. So, and you can't really stop super dashes. If you've not got a bar, that means you can't do level 1 reversal. So Gogeta could just super dash at you, right? Because you can't stop him. And then I think when they have got bar, I think Gogeta's better because he actually can get in. Where 17.
Yeah, Gogeta is with bar, Gogeta is actually a demon. There's no point on arguing that. It doesn't make sense.
So without bar, I'll grant you that I think it's Gogeta is a little bit unsafer in trying to hit 17. Like 17 can definitely be more safe. But I think Gogeta still has the tools to beat him in neutral. It's just super committal, like you said, right? He can also beat guard cancels with teleport. He can do it's not as good as 17, obviously. Obviously 17 gets a punish, which is just better. But you can do oh, how do you do teleports? 236, right? Oh yeah, you can do it from 2H. I just need to get the timing. There you go. Yeah, you can do that. Where 17 actually can't guard cancel in the air. On the ground, he can just do that as well. So he kind of actually deals with guard cancel better in both situations. 17 can only do it on the ground. He can do it in the air. He doesn't get punished, but he can escape it. And on the ground, he gets the same punish as 17 does.
Yeah, a lot of things that people actually do with Gogeta is doing RGP, which I think is whack, but the 36S is actually a good option. I mean, I literally have no points right now. I'm just trying to downplay Gogeta because I all that I have was proven to be wrong. So I actually I'm here for roleplay right now. I actually don't know what to say.
I mean, that's all good, man.
Yeah.
I'm all about talking about these characters. I didn't literally until I think it was yesterday. It was the first time I picked Gogeta Blue, just to see like what everyone was talking about him not being as good as 17. Because I played 17, so I was like, maybe I'm just being biased. But I think other than the beam, I guess the auto combo. I don't think the auto combo matters, but it is a point. It is something that 17 is just better at. But everything else, I can't. I really can't see it. I want to see it. I want 17 to be good. But I think if it was old 17, I'd probably say he is better than Gogeta. But this version of 17, with how stubby his 5M is, I think that hindered him a lot because a lot of his damage did come from that. A lot of his damage came from being able to poke someone with 5M. And then they took it from him and then made freezers on crack for some reason.
Yeah. I actually said it on chat when Popo said that I agreed because 17 overall is just support character. As a character, as a whole character, Gogeta is actually better than him.
Mm-hmm.
Like 17 support value is actually broken. But if you play him point or you play him solo against 3 characters, he's just gone. He's just done. At least if you're not Yasha, but if you don't consider you're not Yasha, then you just lost. That's
It's a rip. Yeah, I think a lot of Yasha's wins just because Yasha's just better than people, and it's easier to say his team's strong instead of Yasha's just out neutering you. Like he is just out neutering people. I think his team's good, but his team is just an evolution of his old team. He wants to 2-touch people. His old team was like Tohan, Baseku, Vegito. That's always been how he plays, to 2-touch people. And his team is just the next version of 2-touching, I feel. And
he just does mad damage for no reason.
Yeah, literally mad damage for no reason, and he always seems to have like 2.5 bars with a sliding knockdown. So yeah, you're probably gonna die if he touches you again with anything. A super dash, a light. Yeah, he's just got. I think his extensions are kind of unfair. I think he's got the most ridiculous extensions. Why can he get a combo from a DP with his back to the wall? Like his EXDP. I don't understand why he gets it and no one else does. Like
that's like correct.
It makes sense, but you got SJ Fajir out here struggling where he gets this.
Nah, bro. it literally doesn't make sense. That shit is broken as fuck, and literally nobody uses EXDP against square cancel when you're facing against the corner. Literally nobody use it because it's all blue. Oh, it's all blue life, but still you get your turn back. You get your turn back. You get your assist back, and you have a sliding knockdown. So why not to do that? I don't understand.
It seems like a no-brainer. Absolutely no. I don't know why you wouldn't. I mean, it's half a bar as well. So what if it's blue
and
damage?
You can also active tag now, because that's a thing now. I don't know why they did it, but it's a thing. You can do DP into tag from anywhere of the screen. I just don't get it.
Oh yeah, and he's got a multi-hitting DP, so everyone gets like a really good active tag with him as well. Or he can just do DP into DR, DP into Dragon Rush.
In the corner, you can do DP into Dragon Rush, into Super Dash, then get a rejump with Air Dash JM, and then 5M. It's actually crazy.
Yeah, I think this character is way better than 17. This is why I did it. This is why I sent the tweet out. I just think he's so much better.
Bro, I can mean to downplay Gogeta, but I'm actually saying he's broken. Why am I doing this, bro? How did we get to this point, bro? I don't understand.
It's only because you compared him to 17. Compare him to like Gotenks or something, and you might have a point. But I think 17 just doesn't do what 17 used to do. Gogeta does I think, a little bit better. But then they nerfed 17, so he does it worse now. Other than the barrier stuff, he kind of... I think, again, it might come down to being too much effort for not enough rewards. Sort of like why people don't play Gotenks. He's like, there's a lot of execution in Gotenks. And it's just like, yeah, just pick a character like, I don't know, Tien or Janemba with easier routes and the same amount of like meter builds.
And also just go pick like UA Goku, because does the same meter, does the same damage, but with bring that as routes. Like people will be like, oh, UI isn't top tier anymore, or he's in high tier anymore. When that's just not true. He's still broken. He still does match you with a lot of damage for with no execution at all. You can literally just pick the character and play. Another character is getting to this point is Android 21. She does literally the same thing as Gotenks in season 1 or similar, but now she's literally a brain dead character because she has level 2 Key Blast, she has level 3 mix, good as A assist. I talked about all C assists being bad, but her C assist and her C assist, I actually think it's an exception because it has mass block stun, it track, and it also beats some physic attacks if you use it properly. You can use it as a defensive assist. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, that is actually really good. I think people use kind of Janemba and Trunks assist for the same reason, for like the anti-air property and like the block stun. But yeah, 21 seems to go like really high. It goes higher than Trunks's, and Janemba's is a 5H, it's not 2H. So it definitely hits higher than that.
Another character that does almost the same thing as Gotenks, but it has higher value, higher support value. It's actually Vegito. You mentioned it earlier. He does literally the same shit as like Tohan, but with his A assist being an option. So why not to play that character instead of playing like Tohan or playing the Gotenks? Just pick Vegito. There's no reason.
Yeah, he's got a lariat bound to a button, so he can just 5M where other characters have to do an input.
Yeah, man can 5M, and if like, oh, I missed my 5M, and then now gonna put no, he can just vanish. He can just call assist because they're fucking normal. It's just nonsense. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. That I literally have no words to express how much I hate that button. I hate that button so much that I started playing him because of that button.
I mean, that's a good reason to play a character. Is it that good?
Yeah, I was like, bro, I hate that so much. Why am I sweating to do like base Q fucking optimals when I can just press 5M and win? And that's it.
That's true.
It's also another point why people started dropping like GT Goku, because he used to have like 50-50s with basically every string. He had much more value support due to his A assist. Now that he got nerfed and Vegeta got buffed, like most people seeing his as the new GT Goku from season 2, because he actually has he literally does not play the game. That's what I'm trying to say. He literally does not play the same game as we play right now. He just don't play Dragon Ball Fighters. He can be playing like Guilty Gear Strive, XR. He's just not playing Fighter.
Yeah,
he's not.
Yeah, it's a bit weird considering how the rest of the game went. But yeah, have you got any more points?
Nah, I just got smoked.
Yeah, I mean, you did kind of get smoked, but that wasn't the whole point of the conversation.
Bro.
It's cool. Obviously, the only reason I did it was because I was like, yeah, this is going to be mad hard. Like, obviously, that's why I did it. So, but to be fair, you're one of the only people who kind of took up. I know Heapski and Crabbo, so it was easy for them. But you're the only person out of all the people on Twitter that said I was wrong that actually jumped on Discord. So I mean, to me that's a win because no one else did it.
Yeah, let's go. We take those. We take those W.
Because yeah, I just want to. It's obviously a lot easier to say stuff on Twitter, and then when it comes to backing up the statements, a lot of people, you know,
Yeah, people will be like, bro, you're wrong. Then you say, so prove me I'm wrong, and they say, no, I can't because I'm doing other shit. Bro, if you have time to tweet it out and say he's capping, then prove it. Come prove it. You can literally just press one button, get into Discord, and either say you're right and start to just being toxic. You can say, nah, I'm wrong, like I'm doing here. I'm literally saying I was wrong, and there is no point on this on having an argument about that. Just a normal conversation. That's it.
Yeah, I respect it. I respect it. And to be fair, we both kind of understand like the difference in the two characters. Like, I don't think it's a case of that Gogeta does everything better in the way that you should only ever pick Gogeta instead of 17. I don't think it's a Vegeta versus Tohan. Like Tohan, I can't see why you'd pick him unless you like him. But 17 does have things that you can bring to a team, like synergy wise, that Gogeta doesn't bring. So it's not like I'm saying anyone who disagrees is completely wrong. I see there's like pros and cons, but a lot of people that I spoke to yesterday just said no, the 17 is just way better in every aspect. You can't do X, Y, and Z, but you can against Blue G. And I was like, I don't think that's true. I think you've looked at too many tier lists and your mind's been whooped. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I want to get someone else on, if that's all right with you, dude. Punkster wants to have a convo.
I would have to get Mamba on the mic real quick. Let me call him.
Yo, if you can find him, bring him.
Bro, we have to get Mamba here, like right now. Let me DM him.
I added him. Please bring him. Please bring him. Because he was kind of the person who set me off. Mamba was the person who set me off. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, real quick. I'm gonna get Mamba's ass real quick, bro. We have to put him in Discord right now. I'm literally trying to call him, but he's just offline, bro. He just doesn't care.
Convenient. It's okay. We'll catch him. He'll have to stream eventually. You know what Mamba's like. He will turn on his Twitch, and I'll get him then. I thought Mamba said 17 was on par. No, he said 17's better. And Posey said it.
Oh, he's online? Yo, hold up. He's online. Hold up.
Oh, Mamba. Might get dragged in. No Pokemon playing today, mate. Right, let me go get a drink. I'm gonna check my DMs as well, because just in case people didn't know how to jump on the stream, I'll tell them where the Discord is. So 5 minutes. Kelvin is in charge of my stream for 5 minutes. Please.
Yo, let's go.
Don't get me cancelled, please. That's all I ask.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm just gonna invite Mamba real quick because he said he about to pull up.
Alright, cool.
Yo, chat, how y'all doing? Time to ban Seeker. Let's go. Yeah, we got him. Number joining. Massive W. Let's fucking go. Brother, he's just right here. Mamba. Wait a second. Let me just. C4, please come back, bro. He's already here. We need you, C4. Mamba, if you can hear me. Yo, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. C4, the man is here. You can talk to him now.
Here?
He was literally right here. But I think he went to get some Oh, okay, he'll be back in a sec. So we were discussing why, how can Android 17 be better than Blue Gogeta in any aspect?
17's a way better support than Gogeta Blue, easily. I mean, even though Gogeta Blue is a point character.
Starting assists, like his A assist, it's not debatable topic because it's obvious it's better. Like his support, bro, what is it called? His super value in general is not something that we are bringing to the table because it's obvious that 17's support is actually way better than Gogeta's. So we had Crabbo, we had someone else that I forgot his name, my bad, and now I'm here trying to like just say something that makes sense and just get the 50 beans. Cause like if you get three answers that make sense, like 3 things that 17 does better or has better.
Besides the assist, right?
Yeah, besides this, like directly better than Gogeta, you get 50 bucks.
Okay. I mean, I didn't even prepare for this because I was over here watching Netflix with my ice cream,
exactly.
so I was just vibing. But I mean, I can make it off the spot. I can probably give 3 reasons. Number 1, meter build. I don't think anyone can argue with that. Anyone can argue with Gogeta Blue meter build versus 17's godlike meter build. Like every combo that 17 has is at least building 2 to 3 bars. I don't know if you can say the same for Gogeta Blue.
I mean, it actually there's some like BNBs with Gogeta Blue that builds like 2.5 meter with less effort than 17. So I don't think that's a valid point.
You don't think so?
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna need you to show me. Where's the proof?
Bro, I'm traveling. You will probably need to wait just like 5 minutes so Cipher can come back and then he'll show you. Right. So I'm gonna get a charger real quick. We'll be back.
Has the worst meter build 100% outside of spark routes or roots? The more you know. Damn, but besides the assist, bro, the assist has to count, bro. Like, that's so trash, bro, that you can't even count that. 17 can TOD out 5M to the corner with 3.5 and any 2 assists, no spark. Let me pull up something real quick. And it can be anything, right? It can literally be anything. Okay, let me pull up the statistics. Who was it that sent me? I think Pokebot. I'm looking at the statistics, and 17 has more damage off his level 1 than any of Gogeta's level 1s. So we can count that, right? Technically. 17 does 891, or more so 779 scaled. No, he does 891 scaled. And then Blue Gogeta does... Both of his supers do 860 and 841. So 17 beats him in the super department, and at least the level 1 department. That is something. That is something that is better than Gogeta Blue that 17 has.
I
don't try to
okay. My bad.
Don't try to like move the goalpost and say something like that we can't really count that. You specifically said, how is Android 17 better? Like, name me like 3 things that 17 has better than Gogeta.
Objectively,
not?
Objectively. So 17 can't do endgame in the air, can he?
Who has more damage? That's all I'm asking, bro.
Okay. I said all right. So 17 does more damage. Can he do that super in the air?
Which super in the air?
He's endgame, the one that you're saying does more damage.
Yeah.
It's still more damage, bro. You can't move the goalpost.
No, wait, chill. I answered your
Barry
question.
actually does less
Can you
damage
answer
than
mine?
the Air Big Bang.
Kelvin,
okay, yes.
Kelvin, don't activate my trap card. Don't activate the trap card. So, when you end your combo without doing Power Blitz, so if you're in the air, right, does 17 do more damage than Gogeta? Super, level 1.
Probably not.
You know he doesn't. I don't know why you're saying probably. You know he doesn't, Mamba. So, it's not objectively better.
It's still a better damage super.
Okay, you know what?
You're giving me... I don't know any of these characters. Just letting you know that I don't know either of these characters. I just know that they're bold busted as fuck whenever I fight them.
I mean, if you don't know the characters, you shouldn't have a stance. You should be listening to the...
Not only that, but 17's neutral is high-key better because all Gogeta Blue can do is JM. I mean, 2M is like, what, negative 1,000 on whiff? If you whiff it? What, his beam is pretty fucking negative and you can super that shit? Oh, but you know what's so crazy? You know what saves that from being punished? 17A. Oh, okay. So you literally all the flaws that Gogeta Blue has in this game literally gets covered up by 17A. That alone should be counted, bro. That alone should be counted.
Did you see the tweet I sent out?
What tweet?
The one saying I'll give £50 if you can objectively find something better that 17 has over Gogeta.
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that tweet.
Okay, so I sent that tweet out. That's why you've been summoned. So objectively better means it has to do the same thing and more.
The same thing and more.
Yep.
Does Gogeta Blue have multi-hitting key blast?
No, he's got a beam, which is better than a key blast because he can banish the thing and get a true string and beats the key blasts. So it's not objectively better now.
You can literally just reflect and backdash and legit smoke that EX or Rekka with a 5M punish. If they don't have 17.
EX Rekka? What do you mean?
The beam EX Rekka full neutral or fuck neutral duel. You literally reflect it on reaction. You're acting like that shit's hard to react to, bro.
Okay, you can...
you literally reflect it backdash and 5M and then GG's. And but you know you can't do that with Yasha's team because it's 17A.
Wait. I don't know why you keep bringing the assist. Sorry, that was in the tweet as well. You didn't see the tweet. I'm not talking about 17A. So when 17 does his key blasts, can you not block and reflect that as well? And then he can't even get in because his record doesn't go full screen like Gogeta's. So it's not objectively better. It's different.
That is such... Bro, the thing is that you don't call key blast and then immediately vanish, bro.
Okay, you don't
think about vanish or EX Rekka when you're playing Blue Gogeta.
Yeah, but you can do beam, see it's whiffing, then vanish to be safe. Because you can do it on whiff because it's not an actual beam, it's a key blast input.
Okay, and then do you know there's a way to punish that, right? You literally just the super dash will take you down to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And you would literally just jump forward wherever their direction is and then just jail them.
But then you don't punish the beam, right? If they don't vanish.
But you punish the vanish.
But if they don't vanish, you don't punish the beam, right?
Bro. It's still a punish regardless, bro, and you lose a bar.
That was a long way of saying you're right, C4, but cool. I'll take it. I'll translate for the chat.
You're spending a bar and you're getting punished at the same time, bro. Hello?
You're no, but this is the hypothetical. You jump the beam,
yes,
and you wait for my vanish, so you don't punish the beam. That's the mind game. 17 doesn't have a mind game. He hits you with S, then he vanishes, or you reflect S, and he doesn't do anything.
There's no mind game in that, bro. You literally... Are you telling me... Wait, so you're telling me no matter what, Gogeta Blue is surviving? Like, no matter what, if you jump Super Dash?
I didn't say that, but a punish is something you cannot stop. That's what a punish is. So when you vanish and someone 2Hs, you can't do anything past the vanish. That's why it's a punish. It's not a punish on the beam if you jump over it and you have to go, well, I have to guess if he's going to vanish or not. That's why it's called the mind game. That's why it's not a punish.
Bro, but you're still punishing the vanish. Are you saying the Gogeta Blue will vanish your Super Dash?
Saying Gogeta Blue will punish your Super Dash. What, if you jump over the beam and Super Dash?
Yes.
If you jump over the beam and Super Dash and he vanishes, you can't punish the vanish.
You can. What? Literally, Jazzrap and Hikari showed me this. What? Even Yasha, you literally, all you do is just literally Super Dash.
Yep.
And then the Super Dash will take you to the ground. And when you vanish, it's like to where when you vanish and you're supposed to hit somebody, right? You're supposed to hit somebody when you vanish. You don't hit anything, bro. So you literally just whiff your vanish and then you jump up and then punish, bro, in jail.
What if they vanish before you land from the Super Dash?
I don't think you can. I think it's the same thing, bro.
How could you punish if you're still in the middle of Super Dash? You can't do anything from the Super Dash. Otherwise, 2Hs wouldn't punish
test it
Super
real
Dashes.
quick. Actually, I'll test it. My fault. I'll test it.
Okay, cool. Because what you're saying,
but then even then, I think you can 2H. I think you can 2H if it's low to the ground. If you're vanishing late.
Yeah, but then I'll say don't vanish late. That's what I'm saying. It's a mind game. There's no punish there. You have to anticipate what your opponent's doing. So it's not a punish. We can use the word punish if you want, but it's not technically a punish because the Gogeta player can time the vanish, so you can't punish it like that. But please test. It's fun. I mean, even if you test it, it still isn't gonna make it objectively better that someone has the key blast over a beam key blast. It's just not gonna happen. It can't be done.
Bro, it's way more punishable than just throwing key blasts are safe, bro.
No,
and you can do wage. You can't.
You're so incorrect. So I don't know why people have this misconception of key blast. You can only cancel into something if you super dash through the key blast. If you jump over the key blast and super dash, they can't 2H you or Rekka. You are aware of this, right? Like,
bro, you're telling me a beam.
I'm talking to chat.
Let's see on whiff. Hold up.
Oh no. Let's backtrack. Everyone in chat, do people know this? So when you key blast, if something doesn't go through your key blast, you can't cancel into an anti-air. Do people know this?
Right now.
You have to super dash through the key blast for you to do the 2H. No. Then it's not. I know key blast will cover quick. Then it's still not. You can't cancel, so it's not guaranteed. I know it's true. See facts. I don't know why I put C faults up there. See facts. I know. I played for Gogeta for the longest time. I know if I jump and I do JS and the other opponent jumps and they super dash, I can't DP unless I've already stopped the S's and then done it. That means it's not on reaction. That's me anticipating the super dash. So it's the same as me doing jump L. If you punish, you punish. Tony, please. People don't.
Yep, it's a free jail. Free jail.
A free J. What is?
Free 2H. Amazing. Free 2H. Free jail. If they super dash fast, free jail. If they super dash late, free 2H. Pick your poison and you lose a bar. Crazy.
Wait, where's the jail? What do you mean a jail? From super dashing.
JL, like you literally, if you super dash too fast, right? Or my fault, if you vanish too fast when they try to punish your beam, all you literally do is just jump up JL because the vanish will be when you super dash late or very fast, you're gonna be high up in the air, right? Because I'm already in the air when I'm trying to super dash your beam.
Right. Yeah.
And
cool.
so you're gonna whiff the vanish high up in the air, and that sets up a free JL because you have enough time to recover from that super dash and just JL that vanish.
And
but if they
so I was about to say that JL was on reaction to the vanish, right?
That JL was yes.
So you're waiting for me to vanish, right?
Yeah.
So what if I don't vanish?
That's a free super dash punish. What? Bro, what? That's a free super dash punish. You're confusing me, CL. Or C4. You're confusing me like crazy. Bro, if they do nothing to the beam, let me see how much this beam is whiffs on whiff. Let me see how much this
Bro, my bad, but I had to interrupt. Mamba, please. It's a beam. If you super dash and if they don't vanish, you get hit. It's still active. The beam's still active.
There's no way you said that, Kelvin. There's no way you said that. If you're in the air, bro. If you're in the air, you're not getting hit by the super dash, even if you're
I thought you were...
Or by the beam.
Oh wait,
what?
No, Kelvin. Sorry, thank you. You clarified it. So you're trolling. You're saying the Gogeta's doing the beam on the ground when you're already in the air.
Yes.
Oh, you're trolling.
No.
Okay.
When you're in the I mean like you can literally react to the beam by just jumping.
Well, then you're not in the air. So what Kelvin said is right. You'll be going downwards into the beam.
Oh my god, bro, I'm done with this shit, yo. We're literally just moving the goalpost, bro. You're literally over here saying that we cannot punish a fucking beam, bro.
Dude,
this conversation.
You've moved the
I'm
goalpost
sorry,
because
bro.
this doesn't matter. You've moved the goalpost because you know it's not objectively better anyway. I don't even know why you're still arguing this. Because you can't tell me a beam is better than a key blast. You can't say that. So I don't know why you're arguing this point anyway.
Please stream it for him? Alright, bro. Bro, there's no way we're over here saying a beam in neutral is better than fucking
Are you
us, bro? There's no way. How do I stream, bro?
Wait, you can't stream in I don't think you can stream in stages.
There's no way we're saying this, bro.
Are you saying a key blast is better than a beam? Sorry, a beam on
yes,
a button.
Objectively, yes. It's way safer. Frame data is way better. What the fuck?
Okay, cool.
Hello?
Yeah, you're crazy. But
okay, no. You're right. Gogeta Blue has better neutral than base Gogeta. You're right, because all of his shit is base. No. You're right. You're right. It's literally all key blasts. It's literally all key blasts. So Gogeta Blue by default has better neutral than base Gogeta. That's literally what you're saying. That's literally what you're saying. Because it's literally the same thing.
Okay.
It's literally the same thing. No. You're right. Gogeta Blue has better neutral than base Gogeta. Remember that, y'all.
I'm going to talk to the stream because Mamba's lost their mind. What I asked was, is a key blast...
No, he doesn't have a beam. Vegeta doesn't have a beam. You're right. Vegeta doesn't have a beam. So therefore, Gogeta Blue has better neutral. Exactly. I agree. You're right.
Is it my go?
No.
No. It's not my turn. Okay, fair enough.
GG's. I'm done, bro.
Okay, cool. So, is he actually gone? Sick. So, what I asked, I don't know why Mamba couldn't hear this, is, are you saying a key blast is better than a beam? That's all I asked. I actually don't know what he was talking about. Because the last time I checked, you can't jail a key blast into a vanish, which is something you need, or something that's useful when you're making a comeback. But, I mean, that's Mamba. Oh yeah, that's cool, Kelvin. You tried. Mamba is he's lost. He's just lost. Prove my side to what? I don't need to prove my side. It's show that 17's objectively better than Gogeta. I mean, you can try and say a key blast is objectively better than a beam. You would be wrong. Because key blasts don't gel into vanish where beams do. And the beams beat key blast. I thought you went without saying. But can you get in? Yeah. If you're in the Discord, just jump in the stage and then I can drag you in. I've got a link. Yeah, no, you just left. Yeah. Here is the link for Bunkstar. There we go. It's all good, Kelvin, man. Thanks for jumping on and being reasonable. Well, actually, no, everyone was reasonable until Mamba came along. But yeah, because Yasha showed him, it's facts. It's just better because he got shown a way to beat the beam. The beam that you do when they are not on the ground. I mean, okay. What happened with the rest of the LL? Oh yeah, I gave that to Heapsky. Heapsky's point was the second hit of the auto combo. So not actually doing the auto combo. The second hit, the knee from 17 is just better than the uppercut looking punch from Gogeta. Say that. Better start up and better on block. Range, I couldn't really test it, but I said, you know what? I'll say it's even, but it's still objectively better. So I gave it to him. Even though this has got properties, I could have argued, but I was like, you're not going to get free. It's fine. That L gives you a dragon rush on hit. But I was like, yeah, cool. Oh, you click the stage. Okay, cool. I should be able to see you then. Oh, I can't see you. I'm on the Discord. I clicked on the stage. Can you not? Which? Oh, are you? Yeah, I definitely can't see you. Am I blind? I might be blind. But it says you're not here. I'm turning up the music while it's just me here. Bangers. Yeah, I can't see you, Pungso. Yeah, Shuridan's testing it. He's in the audience. As long as you jump in the audience, then I can drag you into the main one. Can you auto guard cancel 17? But if you try to do Gogetas, you get DP'd. You mean the second hit the auto combo? The guard cancel thing, I already explained the guard cancel thing. I could have fought it. But saying, oh, you can guard cancel the second hit of the auto combo versus 17 is it's a bit gnarly. No, it's not cool. It's a bit grimy. Do you need to be a member for more than 10 minutes? You shouldn't need to. No, I don't think so, because Kelvin got in. Kelvin got in straight away. Yeah, okay, cool. While I see why Punkster can't get in, but yeah, while we do that, I'll drag Art in. Should be ready to go. Let me see if I can find where Punkster is. Yeah, because Punkster, I can't see you just added to the Discord. Oh no, there you are. Yo, what's good, Art?
Yeah, I just want to say the whole Mamba thing about the beam. His point is, I know he wasn't explaining it well, but it's valid in the sense that he's not saying you already jumped. So like, imagine a scenario where both 17 and Gogeta Blue are on the ground and their opponent's on the ground, and you throw S at them. 17 maybe throws 2 S's or 1. They both press just X on their pad, right? 1 S. Fuck it. It makes more sense that way. If you jump and super dash, so you can kind of react to both. Not say kind of, you can react to both with just jump and super dash when they press it, right?
Right.
17 with the S, he's got a choice of just blocking. He can risk mashing 2H. They won't go through the S, but maybe he recovers, maybe he 2Hs or whatever, right? But his best choice, if he really wants to, he can block, and he'll more than likely block in time if the opponent reacts with jump, then super dash when you press S. If your opponent reacts with jump and super dash and Gogeta Blue does S, he's guaranteed punish. And I know you're saying with the vanish timings thing, because of the way it works, how super dash travels, as someone at the higher level of the game, not the toppest, but someone who went to the like finals, right? And everyone would be able to react in time because you have like a very easy visual confirmation of you're waiting for your super dash to land, then Gogeta either he's close to you and you press 2H, which is quite easy to see when he vanishes, or he's far away and you jump L him. So either way, you're guaranteed to punish him. And if he doesn't vanish, he gets punished by the super dash no matter what. So it's always a punish on the beam if you react with jump super dash. I think that was just Mamba's point, saying that the beam is way more committal.
Okay, cool.
I just wanted to explain that. I'm not saying it's better or worse, because I still think the beam is very strong, but I agree that it's more committal than just the Ki Blast.
Okay, cool. I mean, Mumble wasn't here when I said it. I agreed, because that's what Crabbo said. Crabbo said that as well. Yeah. And I said, yeah, Gogeta is just more committal, but he obviously gets more reward when it works.
Yeah, but I think the reward is not... it's more, granted. I don't think it's just more committal. It's like guaranteed worse. Like, it's like you saying Super Saiyan Goku is using his beam instead of his Ki Blast. The only thing Gogeta has going for his beam is that it's an easy input, I would say, other than the other beams. The empty vanish thing, whilst it may seem nice, it's kind of like that situation where Tien uses Chaozu in your face and you just mash vanish and you get hit anyway. It's like that situation where it just gives you the option to waste a bar. It's your choice, waste the bar or not, you're getting punished. Do you know what I mean?
If it's on the ground, yeah, but in the air, they don't get a punish, right?
On the beam, yeah, it's guaranteed punish on the beam if they do it in the air.
Well, if
you can just run up.
No. So you're talking about not super dashing. If you're Gogeta and you jump and do beam and they super dash, if you
but you don't need to punish if they jump and do beam, is what I was saying. Sorry, because his one recovers so slowly. Unless it hits something, you can't do the EX kicks, right? So if he does it in the air and you're on the ground and you don't jump into it, you can just run up, and it's a... Okay, this one I would say is not a guaranteed punish,
right?
But it's very likely to punish. You go up and you do jump L, or you can wait until he lands. That's the main thing. So like, you go up and you just wait till he lands. Like, he can do one jump and stuff, but when he lands, he's gonna be minus 5 million or whatever, minus 10, and you can just time it. So it's not guaranteed, I agree, but I would say it's guaranteed to be your turn if he whiffs the beam.
But it looks like he can block
sometimes you
down.
punish. No, he can block, yeah. Like, you don't punish him out the air. Like, you can make him block, but it's like it's the same situation when UI Goku uses his the EX reversal, the 4-frame reversal flip, and then when he like's coming back, he can do like a backdash or a jump, and then you see Wade do like fucking dash forward JL and shit like that. Like, that's the like situation you're in after you've done the beam, if that makes sense. So it's like, it's bad for you who's done the beam, and it's still like, I agree it's not a guaranteed punish, but they have ways to punish you if you guess wrong. Not guess, if you do like the wrong options. There's never a way to make you safe. But also you can just do the 2S version as well. But the 2S version does also lose to jump super dash, which is the same thing.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No, that's fair enough.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah. So I don't think if you compare the key, I think what I would say is I don't think they're comparable. Like, I know they're the same input, but I would just say that 17 has Ki Blasts, and that's an advantage over Gogeta Blue. That's the only thing I would say. I mean, I think that's a point, but I don't think anything else was a point. I don't think the auto combo is a point, because first of all, the 17 auto combo is not that, like, it doesn't even work against Gogeta Blue. If you're trying to say the 17 auto combo is better for clash situation and stuff like that, it's Gogeta Blue is better for clash situations regardless, no matter what. Because he's got a DP, he can just fucking match hand that shit, and there's nothing you can do if you want to go that deep about it, if you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, that was my argument. I said like
I think that one's not a point, but I think the fact that 17 has a key blast, just a regular key blast, take it however you will, I think that's a point, because Gogeta just doesn't have one at all. Like he has beams, which are masked as a key blast, but I think they're more like a beam with a simple input, if that makes sense. I hope you understand me.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like because of the input, that's what gives it the property that you can do it on with. Like,
exactly, but it doesn't actually improve anything about it.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I just know.
I think like sorry to cut you off. I think like the base Q beam is way better because that's like safe on whiff and shit like that. Like if you were to compare beams, you can't empty vanish base Q's beam. But you can't jump super dash it, so his one is just infinitely better. If you were gonna say that, right? Like, I think it's just like it's like a nice thing that you can empty vanish the Gogeta beam, but it doesn't actually, against not really good players, but just good enough players who have some kind of game sense, it's never gonna work out for you, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I agree. Obviously, the whole thing is to say it's like objectively better, and 17 would have to have a beam as well to make it that's better.
I think so for that argument I would say he does. It's the like throw the power blitz, right? But he only has it after a combo, but it's twice as good as a beam. I know it sounds stupid, but that's how I would think of it.
I mean,
because he throws 2 beams, right?
Yeah. So with pretty good tracking, I'd say that as well. But it's like, but when you need it for neutral, you can only use it once. That's why I say it's not as good.
Yeah, I agree. I also agree. I just don't think it's fair to say he doesn't have one, if that makes sense. I think he does have one. It's just not. It's not as good as Gogeta's one. But I think in general, if you're good, you can say, well, at least he has one, and then for the key blast thing, Gogeta literally just doesn't have a key blast. Even Gogeta 4 has a key blast, right? He has the stare thing, whilst Gogeta Blue literally has no key blast at all, none.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, but Mamba didn't stick around to say it.
Yeah. Again, I'm not like I completely agree with you on the topic. I always said like 17 as a character on point. Like once he's in, he's not very good, and it shows by the way Yasha plays, because he'll only ever bring 17 in like as a combo tag thing. But whenever he like reflex tag or is just like raw tagging in, he'll tag into Vegito. So it's like you can see someone at the like top of the game like showing you how they choose to play this team, because he never wants 17 on point unless he's coming into level 3 you or like already a knockdown, if that makes sense. You know, like, so it's like the character's definitely not good unless he's already at advantage, if that makes sense. So like you can already tell why he doesn't have the tools that Gogeta Blue does, which has like the character has like every fucking tool. Like just his 2M is probably better than the whole kit of 17.
Yeah, people been trolling, but
it's such a huge overplay. It's like, the assist is just that good, fair enough, but come on, it's fine.
All right, okay, cool.
Anyway, I just wanted to confirm that beam thing, because people you were trying to say that there's a way to like escape as Gogeta, but there's really not if you're like that. Anyway, just that's all.
No, if it is actually like checkmate,
it's guaranteed. I would say it's pretty guaranteed, unless you're like in grand finals as a plug and you choke it up or something. I don't know.
The plug classic. All right, no, that's fair.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll accept it. Yeah, there's the checkmate situation. Maybe it might be in the way that he was explaining. I just didn't comprehend it.
I think it got skewed by Kelvin coming in and saying the beam will hit you and stuff.
Fair enough.
No.
Acoustics is here. So all right, in a bit. I'll bring Funkstar and Acoustics on. What's the point of Gogeta versus argument? Does Yasha play both? He plays both.
All right, can you hear me clearly? Am I coming through clear?
You are super audible, Acoustics.
Super audible. All right, perfect. All right. So I'm pretty sure, you know, you had some decent arguments, you know what I'm saying? People come through, brought out their points. That's not good content. We need content right now, right? So
Okay.
let me bring this up right now, right?
Wait, just before you start, Punks is coming in as well, and it'll be like 2v1 and you just take turns. But yeah, go ahead.
All right, bet. All right. So Axice beat Americans for a very long time, especially the House region.
Mm-hmm.
You know what character Axice used?
He plays Goku Black and 17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Not SS4. I mean, not SS Blue. You know why? All right, now this is gonna boggle your mind.
I'm ready.
He only plays 17 because he only plays the worst characters in the game. So guys, I actually have to agree with C4 because if the character was anyway decent, Axice wouldn't play him. So it has to be true that Android 17 is actually worse than Blue. I just have to bring up that point right now.
Matt actually waited a good 10 minutes to say, "Yeah, you're right." I respect it. I didn't see the argument.
That's classic acoustics with a K on both.
I did not see that happening. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Acoustic was gonna bring some smoke, but he's a man of logic. I like that.
I mean, it's just logical, right? But then also that was before the patch. Aha!
Oh.
But lo and behold, Axice doesn't play 17 anymore.
Does he not play Jiren? Does he not play Jiren though?
He plays Jiren, Baby, and Black, or some odd combination of those characters.
So
right?
It sounds like he upgraded his team. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, all right. He upgraded his team, but let me tell you why now that 17 is better than I would have to say SS4, right? I mean, SS Blue Gogeta. I'll just call him Blue Gogeta, even though there's another Blue Gogeta.
Yeah. We know context.
Yeah, right. So let me explain why. Right. Most of the time in this game, people are mashing often, especially in air, right? I'm talking about in an overall sense of the game. A lot of the game is about pressing a button when you can find a button. Like let's be honest, a lot of people still fuzzy mash.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people like to throw whiff the aerials in the air. And that's why Rekka, I think honestly, is such an improvement, right? Anti-air Rekkas that non-super dashable, no longer level 3able, can't even super them, right? So I think in terms of neutral, I will give the point on 17 on having better neutral than Gogeta. Because Gogeta's neutral is limited to the basic neutral that each character has available in the game currently, which is more of like a test of the player's skill rather than just what the character can do. Most of the time, people try to bring up the argument like 5S into EX Rekka is a nice way to end neutral, but it's not consistent. It's pretty avoidable if you know what's coming, and if you lab it, there's actual ways to like punish after you reflect 5S. So and they still commit to EX Rekka.
Yeah, but secondly, I mean, I'm trying to debunk this, but isn't everything you just said debunked instantly by 2M? Because isn't 2M just insane in neutral?
If you're getting hit by like, so 2M is insane neutral in the context of like if you catch someone with punishing, but that's like a skill check type thing.
Yeah,
that's
but the Rekkas are slower, technically, and isn't the anti-air Rekka only the first Rekka? So you could also avoid the first Rekka in the same way you could avoid the 2M.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then you don't have a grounded anti-air option outside of like 2H for Gogeta. But meanwhile, you can use Rekka in neutral and still anti-air with
you just jump over it like you said and react.
Yeah,
or stay out of its range.
And then if you try to react with Super Dash, we're stuck with rock, paper, scissors because then I have barrier.
So the thing is, Punkster was kind of on your side to a degree, but he brings a good point. So the Rekka thing, I don't get this. So first of all, you can level 3 17 in Rekkas. It's people who haven't labbed it. When he does overhead, the elbow overhead, he can't barrier that. You can't barrier that. You actually don't need to level 3. You can just jab him out of it. Every character can 5-0. Some characters go underneath, but even 17 with his stubby 5-0 can jab him out of overhead. So you don't need to level 3. So that's that one, right? The other thing is, in terms of anti-airing, Gogeta can DP on the ground and in the air. So he's not bound to having to be on the ground to stop super dashes, unlike 17. 17 has to be on the ground to stop super dashes.
Can't you do a level 1 in the air with 17 also as well?
Oh yeah, if you've got bar, you can do that as well. If you've got bar, you can do that. Yeah.
That only ties them though. That only makes them dead even, right? At worst.
Yeah. At worst.
You've only come up with an argument that says these two characters are at least equal. Yeah. Not better though.
Okay.
Yeah, Gogeta doesn't need bar to stop either one of those, and it's probably less committal than Rekka's, because if you say you guess Rekka, because I would say it's easier to react with 2H than it is with Rekka to a super dash. So if you guess Rekka, then you're literally overcommitting into unsafe option.
That's true.
17 can't contest the opposite end of the stage in the air either. Like a lot of people like to, like you say, typical 17. They like to super jump up back or whatever and hold it and stuff. Gogeta, if he 5S's, he can at least sort of connect, maybe do a super dash follow up, then also with an assist to cover that as well, things like that. 17, there's literally nothing he can do other than just run underneath, you know, try and catch with a Rekka or something. So there's another thing there that sort of Gogeta does better.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Q6. I don't know. I mean, I understand where you're coming from.
I'm just talking purely neutral here, because I think Acoustic's the first thing he said was 17 has better neutral. And I agree he has a more mobile neutral. That's what I'd say. I think he's just a little bit more mobile in terms of, you know, everything he does is a little bit quicker to recover. His key blast quicker to recover over the 5S. That's obviously the long range option they both use. Gogeta's just looking for that 2M, to be honest. And I'd imagine 17's looking for a 5S as they're getting. Obviously you can use a beam as Gogeta, but it's already been debunked. If the player's knowledgeable, you can pretty much stop the beam. So if you're looking at both players knowing the matchup fully and all that lot, I would say 5S probably beats out 2M. Overall, like, you're going to use 5S as a check. It's a little bit less committal because he's not throwing his body forward, his hurt box forward. He's throwing a projectile forward. Whereas Gogeta's throwing himself straight into there with the kick, and you know, he can whiff it and things like that. Whereas if you whiff a key blast, you may be able to save yourself. What would you say to that, C4?
I think it's kind of just, I know people aren't doing this on purpose, obviously, because they're fighting their case. But every scenario you put forward after the main point is a worst case scenario for the Gogeta and the best for 17. So in terms of, like, you're saying
no, I'm trying to say, we're saying beams and key blasts aren't comparable. I mean, that's what's really saying. You can't really compare them. They're not the same tool. I'm saying, what's like, if you're doing a neutral check on the ground for 17, you're gonna do 5S. What are you doing with Gogeta? If you're not point blank range, you're doing like 2M, or you know, like, it's his sort of get into, or you're doing a jump in normal or something like that.
I would do 5S as Gogeta. Why would I not? If the 17's doing 5S, Gogeta's 5S beats
mid range, you'd 5S. Not full screen. You're not
5Sing at mid range as Gogeta. You're definitely not.
You'd super dash, or you'd do EX Rekka or something like that. But both of those, well, not super dash. Although you can literally do 5S and then buff Rekka mid range, and if they super dash, you'll just smoke with the Rekka. And if they don't,
see, you just did it. You know, you just did it. You added only that your OS in 5S though. You've added stuff in there. This is what I mean.
Yeah, but Gogeta can OS as well. I mean, what's he OSing? He's OSing the EX kicks, right?
Okay, so then at some point, you have to stop kicking the can, right? So you either go 17's doing everything perfectly, and I'll go like, okay, I'll jump the key blast and then I'll super dash. Then you can't cancel your key blast into Rekka.
Okay.
Right? That's what I mean.
No.
I like
we're talking about. Well, yeah, but we're talking about if you're like, look, if you played footage of Yasha playing 17, how he plays it on the ground, if Gogeta's in these ranges of 5M 2M, I would feel much safer doing a 5S than doing a 5M 2M. No, you're not always going to win with 5S, and Gogeta's just going to smoke you with a 2M or whatever, and obviously the rewards a lot different. But in terms of the neutral, who's going to win more often, the 5S is going to probably hit more because it's just I don't know how you describe it. It's
a less committal and much safer option to take.
It's a safe, consistent route. I get that, but you know what? I'll take away the perfect scenario of Gogeta. I would still 2M. You know why? Because when I hit you with a 2M, you die. If you hit me with 5S, so what? I'm taking 50 damage. You can take 5 million damage if I hit you with 2M. So I'm going to keep doing 2M.
Okay, so let's say you only take 50 when I do 5S, but I've won with 5S 2 times compared to like you'll win with 2M 1/4 of the time if we're being logistical.
You can make it 1/10 of the time. If you hit me with 10 5S's, and that's all you get because you at mid range you can't get S into wreckers. You have to be really close to get S into wreckers, so you actually don't get anything off of S unless you vanish, right? And then vanish, you probably get like 2.5k, maybe, if you opt to not spend any more bar. I'm still going to 2M you because if I 2M you, I win. That's it. I just win.
Okay, so you won 1 interaction, right? But most sets are going to be what, 1st to 2, and then let's say we're in the grand finals now. It's 1st to 3. I've won the interaction more times. Just logistically, I'm going to win the match off of that.
And if you've got assists, you can confirm a key blast with an assist as well.
Oh,
well, obviously we're trying to compare equal. I understand that, but
yeah. So if we're talking about assist, I've called my assist. I've got Baby B. There you go. Like
and then I've done my what's it called? The normal for 17 that goes under highs. You can just smash that out on Baby B. In fact, you can do it on Go Tanks. You can do it against Gogeta A. I can't remember what's the normal. Is it 6H or something?
Oh, the slide.
It's 3H.
Well, yeah, you do the slide. I keep my turn. I get you into some block pressure. Maybe do a little bit of schmicks.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, Gogeta can't do that. You call an assist against Gogeta, he's got to either reflect, which is committal, obviously, or he's got a block, right? Whereas 17 can barrier, call his own assist, get in. He against certain assists like Gogeta Ray, any of the airborne ones, he can do 6H and then continue his pressure and he's in. Gogeta can't do that. That's one thing that for sure.
No, he can 2H. Everyone can 2H baby assist.
So he 2H's then what? He hits the assist.
I do my EX wreckers, which is a full screen.
I'm like 100% sure there is a way to counter 2H.
Okay, cool. I told you.
Because
I've already told you what you're doing. What you're doing is going best case scenario for 17 every time. And when I say, I'll just do the same for Gogeta, you're saying, well, no, you can't. Because you add another stipulation to the 17. So yeah, we're just gonna go around in circles. But carry on, it's fine.
You understand acoustics, how he's the one moving the goalposts, right?
No. I will say this. C4 does have a point, right? Because I'm not gonna lie, automatically in my head, I'm already assuming the 17 player is the better player, just because they're not a monkey for playing Gogeta, right? Which is true, So I understand what he's getting at. So he does EX Rekka. Logistically, someone's not going to react to 2H into EX Rekka because they think, that's not a good option, or they think I'm prepared for it, and they're not. There's a lot of times where players say, I'm prepared for that, or I'll just react to it. You're not going to react every single time. And definitely, if someone 2H's my assist and their next option, they just do EX Rekka, I'm going to get hit the first time they do it. I'll admit it, right? So no, he does bring up the good point, but
let's say he 2H's your assist, and then he does it because we've seen it. It was on Bum's stream last night. It was an amazing set. Someone was 2H'ing the baby assist and then doing EX something, right? And it was sick. But if you're if we're talking Gogeta's playing perfectly, once he's 2H'd that assist, Gogeta's stuck airborne. I think somebody said 2S or something like that, the beam. what I'm saying is whatever option he picks, there will be a way for 17 because his character's not locked into anything here, right? He is not locked into anything. So because the 17 is free to do whatever the hell he wants, he will be able to counter any option Gogeta throws back at him because he's got every single mechanic at his disposal. Gogeta's locked in a 2H on hit animation on the assist.
All right.
So he has to do something. Or he gets punished.
So you're bringing up. So this isn't like an inherent problem with the character. It's just an inherent thing with the game where he's stuck in a rock paper scissors situation afterwards, right?
Yeah. Well, right? Whereas 17's not because he's doing a normal 6H, which leaves him grounded, and then it leads into block string pressure. And it's also way more forward advancing than a Gogeta 2H. Although I agree, Gogeta's 2H is nuts, like 21 level crazy. But you know, it's in terms of the purpose of countering assist and getting pressure back, 6H is way better than Gogeta's 2H in that regard.
Okay, so wait, I'll go acoustics. So it went a bit weird because you said that 70's not locked into anything and Gogeta's locked into 2H and has to do something.
On hit. We're talking on hit here.
What's on hit though?
So let's say you're mid-range.
Right, mid-range.
You're not full screen, you're mid-range, and like in this game, the opponent's dash blocked forward and then called an assist that's a baby B. I think that was what you said, or baby A, I can't remember which one it is.
Yeah, baby B. We know baby B. That's fine.
Gogeta's response is 2H because he gets the assist, but then he's locked into probably air wreckers, which is probably 2Hable because it's an air attack. 2S, which is probably like reflect into jump jab punishable. I don't know. I've not left every single.
Air wreckers is 2Hable, very much so.
Yeah. So he's locked into that. Whereas if 17 sees baby B, he can do 6H. Get the block on the character, so they're in block animation, and avoid the baby B assist at the same time, and then continue his pressure. That's my point.
Okay, so why could the Gogeta not just call baby and press a button to beat the 3H?
Well,
then you're moving the goalpost into Gogeta's best scenario. I'm saying
no. That's reasonable for him to. This is so the goalpost checks are reasonable for the character argument, in my opinion, right? So the thing is though, when you move Gogeta's goalpost, it's more of a risk for him when you move 17's goalpost. Because for me, the character who's stronger in neutral takes less risk in neutral. And I think most of Gogeta's options are more risky because they lead directly into more rock, paper, scissors scenarios. And honestly, I don't like playing rock, paper, scissors with motherfuckers. Because motherfuckers like to throw everything in rock, paper, scissors.
And you're not playing rock, paper, scissors against Sonic Fox because you lose.
a nigga like me, a win because I'm like at rock, paper, scissors.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's because I'm built different. But that's not the argument here, right? I just think because 17 inherently will not have to force as many rock, paper, scissors scenarios in neutral, specifically in neutral, I think his neutral is stronger than Gogeta's for at least 1 point.
I agree.
Yeah, I never. So at the beginning, when I was talking to Crabbo, I conceded. I said 17's neutral is more consistent and safer, but that's not objectively better than Gogeta's because he touches you and you disintegrate. So in any set, if you're playing like a 1st to 7 or a 1st to 2, the 17 player's more scared because they have to play safe. Because any hit from Gogeta, he can TOD you from a super dash. So you know what? I would give me the carnage, give me the character that everyone's afraid of, and then make the 17 have to play perfectly. Because there's a lot of stuff he can't do. Like I said, he can't. If he goes into wreckers, he's unsafe. He can't. Sorry, he can end in power blitz. That's the only way you can end wreckers. He can't mix you. Yeah, power blitz charges -5, so you lose your turn. And power blitz, the shot is +8. Outside of the corner, you get no pressure.
Yeah, but it's still safe. Like you could say the same thing for Gogeta.
Yeah, so I said
it's -5 now. Acoustics it's changed. It's not -20.
No. See, so see, no, C4, you're wrong right there. -5 doesn't mean I lost my turn.
No. Oh my god. Okay, no one's listening. Let me land. I said wreckers are unsafe, and then I said power blitzers are safe. You lose your turn against Gogeta because this was These are the goalposts you guys have set. You said 17 against Gogeta, right? So being -5, I have a DP. It's never your turn.
Yeah, but 17's got a level 1 super DP.
Okay, and you know my meterless DP beats that, right? You are aware of that, yeah?
Oh yeah,
Wait,
I know.
Is that before or after? Look.
Wait, I'll answer the question for you.
Objectively better. I'm saying if you're against a Gotenks B assist, right?
Where did Gotenks come from?
Because we're talking about. Listen, you literally the question was, where's Android 17 better than SSJ Gogeta, right?
Yeah.
So now we've got to go into the nuance. So
no, we don't.
You're where you are right now. Your round start. Gogeta's called Gotenks B, whatever aerial assist. If you 2H you Gogeta, you're too far away, right? 17 literally just presses 6H against it, and the interaction for him is a win. He gets you on block. He can cancel into Key Blast. He can cancel into 5H. He can do Wreckers. Whereas Gogeta, he can't stop the assist. He can jab it and all that. You can go into all that lot. That's whatever, playing perfectly. But we're talking about button for button, like on reaction. Literally 17 can just 6H slide under it. What can Gogeta do?
Okay, so
he has the 2H, and the 2H won't reach to put the 17 in block stun. So he's stuck in the air, rock, paper, scissors.
Okay,
17 doesn't.
Okay, first of all, he doesn't have to block or 2H. I gave you that to be generous, but now you're being unreasonable, so I'm going to take it back. Because 6H on whiff is almost -40. So if you
whoa, you're moving the goalpost now. We're not whiffing anything. Neither character's whiffing.
All right then. So 17 doesn't whiff. Can I? But does Gogeta whiff?
Yeah, sorry, 3H.
Does my move whiff with Gogeta in this situation?
Which move was that again?
Any pick a move. I'm just saying, whatever I do, will it guarantee make you block? Because apparently
no. It's an anti-air move, right? Because you've got to stop the Gotenks assist. Well, so you pick whatever move you want that anti-airs the Gotenks assist and keeps his turn. Then go for it.
Why do I?
You're saying your point. So you have to.
Wait, no. Wait, I have to stop you. I have to stop you because you're saying as Gogeta, I can't avoid the assist, which you're doing with 17. I can avoid the assist. You're making me have to hit the assist. How is that fair? When I can avoid it just as quick as you can, because H Wrecker is pretty fast. I could use that on reaction to your assist, make you block and avoid Baby B or Gotenks A. So why can't I do that?
He brings up a solid point.
All right, okay then. So you do 2L with Gogeta and then do 5L.
Do 2L. I don't know where we're going, but okay, 2L, 5L. Right, yep.
So that you would agree that that's like one of the most standard things with Gogeta. Try and stop your opponent from guard canceling 2L, 5L.
Okay, I will do that, but can we talk about the point we just moved from, like the pivot?
No, because I'm saying to you, if you're in neutral, 17's got a good horizontal button, which is 3H or whatever it is. It goes under assists. It's not as committal, things like that. You're asking what's better than SSJ Gogeta. His only thing is really, let's be honest, saying that he's got 5H and 2M. They don't necessarily beat out those kind of like aerial assists, where his does. So that objectively, from a horizontal heavy button standpoint, he wins because he can go under assists, whereas Gogeta can't. Then you're saying, oh no, he can do H specials and all that lot. And I'm like, well, yeah, so 17 does barrier, reacts thing, and beats that. And then you go, do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm just saying, we're trying to compare like for like. What does Gogeta have that 17? That's what's better. 17 has better. Well, 3H is pretty good at going under certain assists and keeping his turn, whereas 2M for Gogeta, although it may win at some points, most likely will get smoked. 5H obviously it's like any other 5H in the game. But that was literally the first one I ever thought of. Like that's not even good. That's not even lab. That's just 3H is a pretty good button for going under assists and keeping his turn and not having to commit. But this 2L 5L thing you'll like.
Okay, so I'm doing 2L 5L guard cancel.
Well, no. So if you're pressuring with Gogeta, you're gonna do 5L into 2L into 5L. But if the opponent guard cancels, the Gogeta's just stuck. He can't do anything. so he loses the pressure.
So if you got guard cancel on the 5L or
Whereas
2L?
Yes, I think it's 2L. But if if the opponent just basically guard cancels, Gogeta's stuck because he's in the 5L animation. Whereas if you do it against Android 17, he gets a full 2M punish.
I mean, I'm doing it right now on stream, and you punish.
No, you've got to go into you've got to go into 5L. Because you're just doing a single 2L there. You're not just going to do
check my buttons,
2L.
check my inputs. I'm pressing 2L, then 5L. My inputs are there. They're there. But you can still stop it. If you just mean 2L, you can still stop it.
If you do 2, of course you could do 2L because it's -5.
Yeah.
But if you do 2L into 5L, which you're always going to do, you can like SSJ Luffy's just said there, you can delay the card cancel. Once you're locked into 5L, nothing you can do. You are literally done.
Okay.
The moment 5L starts up.
Okay, cool.
You can't cancel into anything. Whereas 17, because he's got basically just much faster recoverable single normals, he just gets a full punish, and he could do 4L, all that lot, and he could do 2L, 5L. He doesn't even need to do all the barrier stuff. Like he can literally just do a little jab, whatever check. Because we're talking like people going to the world tournament. A lot of pressure is just a lot of 4L, 2L, checks, things like that, safe stuff. You guard cancel that, 17's gonna 2M smoke you, and maybe even delete you with a TOD.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just say you can vanish like every other character.
Vanish what?
The guard cancel.
Ew, that's ugly.
It is, but everyone does it. Am I wrong?
That's true. Everyone does do it. All right, hold on. All right.
What if you don't have the bar though?
If you don't have the bar, you get put back to neutral.
Yeah, it's an ugly situation, so there's no point arguing that one. That's just an ugly.
If the Gogeta, because it's important, because if the Gogeta doesn't have the bar to vanish,
yeah. What's the worst that happens from getting hit by a guard cancel? You get put back to neutral.
Guard cancel doesn't give any advantage to you if you hit them with a guard cancel. You just play rock paper scissors again, I guess.
And I mean, you also have to be guard canceling, because the guard cancel on the first hit of the 5L, you were not reacting. You've guessed.
Yeah, that's kind of mad, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I said the 2L first, because obviously guard canceling the first hit of 5L is silly. But if you're going 2L into 5L, which is, let's be honest, especially in a pressure situation, it's going to be your safety net. It's going to be your because just doing 2L solo, it looks a little bit janky, right?
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
If you guard cancel that, then you get hit, right? But with 17, if they guard cancel against your 2L, 5L, and you block, obviously you block because you can just block. You don't get a vanish. You get a full 2M combo.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been playing Yasha team, and I definitely did like 2L into 5M, so I can't really say anything.
Okay, I agree.
So you're comparing. You're saying, if I've got a bar, I can vanish. I'm saying 17 doesn't even need to vanish. He's just gonna 2M full punish you.
The only reason I said that is because you didn't want to accept the 2L into 5L, which is the stipulation you gave me. I'm saying if you hit confirm 2L into 5L, you can block in time, and then you can get a 5M. You can do that because of the screen freeze on the guard cancel. If you're not hit confirming, then that's the player problem, not the character problem. You see what I'm saying? I only went to the vanish part is because you wouldn't accept that.
He's been. All right.
I did what you said. I did the 2L 5L. If you hit confirm, then there's not a problem. It's when you're just mashing it, because you can't do anything after you've done 5L because it hits twice. I accept that. But
look, everybody in chat's like, oh yeah, but look at all these ways Gogeta can be safe. They're all doing what you said that we were doing, which is doing the perfect scenario for Gogeta, delay things like that. I'm saying if you do this as 17 and you do 2L, 5L, 2L, anything, 4L4, you just block and smoke them. There's no nuance. There's no that you just block. It's easy. You don't have to think about it, especially in tournaments. It's just done. Right?
I mean, I'm literally doing auto combo.
My point.
And okay, when you do auto combo, you can't block. Just so you know.
No, you're not doing auto combo. I'm saying
Oh,
4
perfect
LL.
scenario.
And,
Okay.
I,
So perfect
I
scenario. There you
definitely
go.
do auto combo with Gogeta.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I definitely do auto combo with
You've
Gogeta.
just done the thing. I've said, oh yeah, you said 17 can
It's
always block. I've shown a situation where he
no,
can't
you're
always
not.
block.
No,
Okay,
now
alright.
you're doing it.
Alright, cool. Alright,
Wait,
cool.
no,
We're gonna-
seriously,
we're
Acoustic,
gonna-
stop.
fellas,
Because if you're
gonna
doing
agree-
pressure in this game, you do 2L, you do 5L.
Oh,
Everybody
you're
in
capping.
chat
Wait.
is proving the
Acoustics,
point.
I've got him.
You have to do special nuanced timings. You've
Got
got to bait it out and all that lot.
Yep,
17
yep,
doesn't have to bait.
yep,
He doesn't have to do
yep.
anything. He can just do 2L, 5L, 5L, 2L, 2L, 2L,
cool.
4L, 4L,
Yep, keep going.
and he wins. So he's
Alright,
so
cool.
it's objectively better.
Okay, as a 17 player, I'm telling you right now, auto combo into high-low is the thing that all 17s do. They all do this. They all do it. Please don't tell me about 17 like he doesn't do auto combo, because he absolutely does auto combo because it gives him the high-low.
I definitely do auto combo into EX barrier or into like the air EX one. So I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know where you get this, like all 17s just do tap tap. They don't all just do tap tap because there's no mix from tap tap. They have to go into 2H.
How is this your counter argument?
Because you said
I'm saying to you, in this
said?
scenario, 17's 2L and 5L are much better for baiting out guard cancel and things like that, because it's just so much easier and he can just always do it, and he gets a full 2M punish.
Right,
You're then
isn't
moving the
for babies.
goalpost and saying, what about auto combo?
I'll address what you said. My topic isn't for babies. I'm considering that we can play the game, so both characters can do 2L, 5L, and block guard cancel. There you go.
Oh, so it's got to be combinations of pressure that you agree with that's in the meta.
I said better, not easier. The stream says better. The tweet says better. It doesn't say easier. I'm not catering to toddlers. I said better. Doesn't make it better because it's easier.
All right. So we also disagree on whatever point was just being argued just now. We also don't agree on the neutral point. Is it still?
No, I said 17's got more safer and consistent neutral. I just said it's not better. Because when Gogeta hits you, you disintegrate. When 17 hits you, you just don't die unless it's the 5M.
So I still need 3 more points for my $50, right?
Just 2. Just need 2 because someone already came up with
I just need 2.
Yeah,
I just need 2. All right.
Yeah, 2.
All right. So, I need you to go to your Twitter.
Oh,
I need you to open up Twitter on your browser.
On my browser. All right.
Oh, wherever you want to open up Twitter, or wherever you want to open Twitter.
I guess I'm looking for a notification, right?
No. I just need you to go to your header where it says your information.
You're gonna troll me, right?
I'm not trolling you. This is a true argument. This is a true argument that's been tried and true for years in the FGC, for absolute years. There's no way this argument could be wrong. All right, how many followers do you have?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough. I've got a good ratio though. I've got a good
ratio. I'm gonna tell you to go to my follower account for the other one.
I know you got more than me. I don't even need to check. I know you have. You know what?
I'm sorry.
No. I've got a counter argument. You've only got that many followers because you follow more people because you're a sheep. I don't have that many followers. I only follow 400. You follow nearly 1K.
What's different is the reason I follow people back. I'm not Hollywood, so I just follow people back.
I would say because it's an echo chamber more than the Hollywood thing. I'd say that.
Echo. I have no echo chamber. I don't have the Discords, bro. You got a Discord. You technically have more of an echo chamber than I do.
Technically no, because the Discord's not actually mine. It's C4HQ. That's for everyone. It's community Discord.
Oh, a community Discord. So a community that's banded together under the guise of an HQ for C4.
No.
That's
you get half a point. You get half a point. Well done. You get half a point.
I get half a point. All right. That's 1.5. That's 1.5. Okay. I was gonna use France, but you've also been there, so that can't work either.
Luckily for me, probably more times than you. So yeah, I'll definitely get to.
Oh, see, you've been there more times because you're a little bit closer to Paris than I am. That's interesting. All right.
True.
All right. We're at 1.5 points.
Punkstar, I'm guessing you got more than the auto combo one.
It's like you can't.
If you think I'm going to be unfair, Acoustics is here to mediate. And
yeah, I know how you but
Yeah,
Q6 is a meme.
I'm here to meme.
Like
I was trying to get 1 point.
You're saying
And then I was
what
gonna
is
troll the other
Android
two.
7? I'm not saying Android 17 better than SSG Gogeta. That's an overall question. You're saying you prove a specific region where 17 is better. I'm not like, and I say to you, well, actually, you know, it's 2L, 5L, 4LL, things like that. Much better against guard cancel. Like you know, you don't have to. And he gets a full 2M punish, and then you just go off on this, but all 17s are doing auto combo, they're not babies and all that lot, and it's like I'm literally sat here watching Yasha playing in some wanted games against Wowzer. He's checking with 2L5, he's doing anti-reflect strings as well, which isn't auto combo. Like, come on, man. I mean, you've come back with a really weak argument. So what's the point in doing this anymore?
So you gish galloped into nothingness, into a hole, because I can address everything you just said. If you want, or you could just say it's pointless.
So no, because what you've done is you've said to me all 17s only auto combo into 2-3. That's what you said, and then I'm like, well, what if they're doing anti-reflect?
Okay,
like
fair
5L,
enough. I was being super hyperbolic. 17.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. I'd put up a good argument. You just throw out something else. So you can sit there all day and do 2L 5L, 2L 2L with 17, and you will 2M punish a guard cancel on reaction every single time. With Gogeta, you've got to have that thought in your head. My opponent can guard cancel at a specific point. I've got to make sure I time this right or I'm prepared for it. 17 doesn't care. That's my point. That's where he's better at it than, especially at a high level where you don't want that kind of pressure.
Okay, so I'll go back. So the original point is the 2L 5L. I showed that Gogeta can do it, and you're saying 17's better because he doesn't have to think about it? Is that what you're saying?
You can do it on react. You can react to the guard cancel while he's doing it and just block then 2M. Whereas Gogeta has to react with a DP, which isn't a better punish than 2M anyway. You get less damage from that, although he does crazy damage anyway.
No. So he blocks. He can block if he does 2L 5L. Not the DP on the guard cancel. He actually just blocks. So
he blocks if you guard cancel the start of 5L, you can't block as Gogeta, can you? Pretty sure he just gets hit.
If I do 2L 5L, yeah,
he gets hit.
There you go.
I think he's talking about after the so on the first hit of both of the hits of 5L, if you guard cancel the frame before the first hit, or does it have to be like during the frame of the first hit touching you?
Yeah, exactly. Like he's got to be careful because he's got his 5L is a long. It's almost like a 2-hitting thing. It's like a 4LL in one.
Yeah,
because he can't
cancel
cancel it. If they guard cancel at the right time, he's stuck in the animation and he can't get out. Yeah, he can do a 2L by itself and things like that. But
wait, he can't.
He's actively.
Just a quick question. He can't cancel the hit of 5L into 2H at all?
No. Can't do anything.
Wait.
Because he whiffs. It's like a key blast whiffing. You can't do anything. Whereas 17 doesn't have to think. He can just jab check them. He can, whatever, 2L thing. Whereas Gogeta has to actively think about the fact that if they guard cancel this 5L at the right time, I lose my turn. And it's a big deal because getting turns, winning neutral at the moment in Dragon Ball is actually like one of the biggest things. It's why neutral assists and like high hits neutral is so good because a lot of things are just do something and then try and get your turn. Whereas if Gogeta gets his turn back,
ending neutral is definitely one of the most important things right now in this season. Is ending neutral as soon as possible.
I can see you, and I know you're a super talented player. But the fact is once that 5L animation is locked, if they guard cancel at the right time, you have no control over Gogeta.
Is Insem pro 17 or anti 17?
I think he's just truth. He wants to know the truth. He just wants to say, right, these are the facts. This is what's good. This is what's bad, and that's what I'm doing. I'm not like I love 17. And I also love Gogeta.
I'll be honest with you. I don't want facts. I want my
Gogeta. There you go. Yeah, but Inzem, you're saying it's not true. He's there in the lab proving
it. He's anti-blue Gogeta. Quick! He's better than me. Bring him in.
I don't mind getting him in, but what the point is that I'm making out is at 5L, if they guard cancel at some point, Gogeta cannot do anything. Whereas 17 for the 5L, 4LL, 2L, 2L doesn't care. You'll just stop 2M smoke. That's point number 2, I think. And then we only need one more.
Whoa. Okay. first, right? So I'll bring in Inzim after this. So the point was, so sorry, the tweet. You saw the tweet, right, Punkstar? I know Acoustic said he didn't. You saw the tweet of what's required. Because I think it
has to be objectively better, and yeah, he's 5L in that specific situation. He's objectively better against guard cancel.
That's not the whole tweet. It's objectively better with a tool or an attribute. What you've done is
that is a tool. Your 5L's a tool, right?
I can explain it. So you're talking about a situation because you wouldn't say. Well, I hope you wouldn't say.
Beating out a guard cancel.
Would you say that 17's 4L or 5L is better than Gogeta's
or 2L?
Okay, either one.
Oh no, like Gogeta's 5L in neutral is no.
No situation. I'm asking you, is the button better? Because I can find a situation where those buttons are better on Gogeta's side. That's why I'm trying to cut out the situations. So is his 5L or 2L 17s, are they objectively better than his 2L or 5L? Because at the beginning of the stream, I already conceded that his second hit of the all combo is. So I'm not
on block or on what? On whiff? Like what?
Full stop.
What's the parameter?
Just better. It has to be better. So it has to be the same as or better. So on block, on recovery, range, it just has to be better. Because
on range, I think on range, Gogeta's 2L wins. Recovery wise, I'm pretty sure Android 17's 2L wins though.
And he can Gatlin it.
Yeah, but you've already not got the point because it has to be objectively better. If Gogeta has something better,
objectively better, it's not gonna win in all categories. So I'm assuming it has to win in majority of the categories.
Yeah. No, it has to be even and one. So okay, let's go back to the auto combo. We'll go back to the auto combo because I've already conceded that is objectively better with 17. So Gogeta's second hit of the auto combo is the uppercut. It's -10 at every range, and it's maybe about the same distance, maybe shorter. 17's is safer and has more block stun. It's quicker. It's quicker and has more block stun. It's one of the best second hits of the auto combos in the game because in a class situation, it beats everyone, bar like Bardock and 16 that have a special that does. So that button might have the same range, but it starts quicker and it's better on block. So it's objectively better. There's no situation where I would rather have Gogeta's. And I could have argued that, well, on hit, I get a Dragon Rush, but I didn't. I just, you know what? You can have it. It's actually just better. What you're saying now is...
I ain't gonna lie, I almost forgot that was a thing. I remember that now.
Yeah,
that was an interesting combo.
I was like, you know what? Fine. Because in all practical purposes, yes, his second hit all combo is trash, especially on block because it's like punishable. So when we're talking about the 5L, as soon as you say Gogeta's has more range, that's something better than 17's.
Okay.
As soon as it's... Is that
no.
Yeah, but Acoustics, we're using his logic against him. He just wins, right? That's it. No, it's over.
Again, please go back to the tweet. Go to the tweet because you have to get the money. You have to show me objectively better with 17. It's not moving the goalposts. The goalposts have been set. It's on the stream title. I've got receipts. Like this is where it is.
Okay, no. I'm looking at the post right now. I'll go on your Twitter. Less followers than mine, but I'm still looking. And so it says, and I quote, objectively better, which is true. So does objectively better not count for the fact that if it wins in one category but loses in others?
No, because that's a situation. That's why I said tools or attributes, not situations.
So it can't be situationally better at all.
Well, it could be, but then you can do that. But the whole point of me taking out the situations because I would say in another situation this button's better. That's why I didn't put it there, because that's when people argue in circles. Because you could say, oh, you know what? 17's 2M is better than Gogeta's because it's faster. You could say that, right? But in another situation, Gogeta's is better because it goes further. Then we're going to argue in circles. So I took away the situation and went, just tell me what's objectively better.
Objectively better. All right. Yes. So here's what I'm gonna do for UC4. I'm gonna do as a tax man. Since I passed my exams and everything, I'm going to prepare an objectively better account for you for 17 within the next. Hey, listen. I don't normally do serious and do math for niggas, but because I respect your intellect and respect the argument, I'm gonna come.
Okay.
And we are going to have a true discussion, and it's going to be strength.
I'm down. I want to talk. I like being toxic.
I know
clearly,
you like to talk. We played Among Us together. I know.
Yeah,
The only time you don't like to talk is when you're imposter. You know what I'm saying?
This is true. Yeah, like look, I literally got set off by people I was talking to yesterday because they were telling me he is better. A reasonable me would say, you know what, Gogeta and 17, they're good for different reasons. That's what a reasonable me would say. But because everyone went so extreme that, oh yeah, 17 is just way better than Gogeta, I'm like, he doesn't do anything better other than have that assist. And I found out the second hit the auto combo because I didn't know that. I had to take the L on that one. And I might lose money if someone can bring up 2 more points like that. So there is a bar. I'm not just making it up as I go along. Someone's already got a point.
No.
Yeah.
I absolutely respect the bar you set. And because I respect it, I'm going to do my best to bring legitimate math and everything to the conversation. So it's about time for me to boot up the PS4, bring up dustloop.com, and I will see you probably in like 2 days.
Okay, I'll be waiting, man. I'll always have this stance until I get the 3 points and I've coughed up the 50 pound. Then I'll change my mind.
All right. I'm still taking my half a point for the followers though, because that's just an FGC rule.
Okay,
I'm sorry, you gotta hold that. You gotta hold down.
I said it on audio, so yeah, I can't take it back now. Receipts are there.
Yeah. It's a clout point. You just gotta give those up. You know what I'm saying? I used to have to give those up, not anymore. But
Yeah, that's fair. Like obviously, I think we got on off the wrong foot, like me and Punk stuff, because the parameters seemed like I kept changing it, but all I was doing was saying like, cool, if this is your argument, I can set up another situation where where Gogeta benefits, and that's what I didn't want to do. I didn't want to keep going, well, this situation 70 is better because it goes
the argument will constantly go in circles if the characters have situations where one performs better than the other. I understand.
Yeah.
See, people don't think I do, but I understand the nuance of the situation, right? Especially because of the discourse that's been brought up recently with like what are best teams or what are best characters in Dragon Ball right now. So I understand.
Yeah, that's the only reason. I'm not trying to be difficult, but
I get it completely now. Like, so my thing was that his 2L and 5L are just better on guard if they guard cancel, because you can just chill, right? Whereas Gogeta has to really sort of know his stuff, know how to counter it, be able to react properly. But you're basically just saying that's not really relevant against guard cancel. I mean, if he does 5L into 2L and they guard cancel the 2L, what happens there? Can he just DP?
5L into 2L and they guard cancel.
Yeah, they guard cancel the 2L like startup animation. Like they just. What happens there?
I'm pretty sure like you can react and not do anything after 2L and get a 2M punish.
You'll have to whip the first hit of the 5L probably, and then go into 2L.
Yeah, you can block because it's only -3 at max range.
Has he gone into 2L there?
Yeah, that's the second hit of 2L.
No, 5L, right? Where's the 2L?
Sorry, 5L. Yeah, that's his 5L.
No. So the second hit of 5L, but then he goes into 2L after straight away. Like,
my bad. Okay.
You chain it. What happens then?
Yeah, he gets hit.
Wait, can't you? You should be able to do 2H from that though.
Can you 2H from that? Can you DP from that?
That one, I'm pretty sure you can do 2H from.
If I'm not pressing 2L, like if I'm not mashing 2L, then yeah, I can 2H. I can just block. Okay. But if I'm pressing 2L after the guard cancel, then the 2L comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to say. Like, whereas with 17, all those normals you can freely press. Guard cancel comes out. He's not locked in animation, and then he gets a 2M punish. That was it. That was my thing. Now you're saying that your thing's totally different. Like it's got to be the whole button. It's like with every single thing every single tool in the game. It's got to be better. And I'm like, okay, well.
I get what he wants. He wants a button that objectively you would never choose the Gogeta button over that 17 button.
Yeah,
which makes sense.
That's not what I thought it was. I just thought it was like, show me situations where 17 is better. And I'm like, well, actually, 2L, 5L, 5L, 2L, he's better, against guard cancel. But that's not the challenge.
I mean, yeah, I would, if you said 17 is better in terms of guard cancels as a whole, as like his attribute. That's why. So I didn't really explain what attribute is. It's like a technique in the game, technically. So yeah, you'd say, oh, 17's really good at the guard cancel thing because he can do it on reaction. And I would say, yeah, but he can't do it in the air. So with Gogeta, you can. So I would say, reasonably, I would say, well, they're both good at it, just in different aspects. So I would say that
we don't talk about air guard cancel. We don't talk. That's a forbidden technique. We don't talk about that.
Oh, we don't talk about it. Okay. Well, okay, fair enough. Well, no. So not even air guard cancel. Say I do 2H. If 17 does 2H, he can't barrier then because he's airborne. But if I 2H will go Gogeta, you can just DP. No, you can't. You can teleport. Sorry, you can teleport away from it.
Oh.
Yeah, but then are we talking about individual buttons then, or you're talking about overall mechanics? What's he better than?
I mean, doesn't any 2H into immediate vanish just a true string anyway?
Wait, so
they can both level 1.
They can both.
I mean, I wouldn't do the level 1 because I'm pretty sure for every character in the game, if you do 2H into immediate vanish, the 2H into vanish jails.
Does it?
No, it's you can reflect.
It has to be immediate on the first hit of any 2H.
I've never managed it. That must be some secret super.
No. It's an actual thing. It's an actual thing.
I've never tried to.
This is some house tech that we've not known yet. EU's not that far advanced, acoustic. Sorry.
I'm weak.
Oh no, it's Shuridan's saying it does vanish. It does gel, but then you wouldn't guard cancel, right? You still get the guard cancel if it gelled.
Yeah.
I think he's talking about something totally different than guard cancel there. I think he's just saying 17 can just true jail 2H, which
any character in the game, their 2H jails into immediate vanish. But it has to be like frame perfect.
I mean, that would be a revelation.
I've never tested it, so yeah, I'm gonna test it
let's
now.
go for it.
I've never heard of that.
He's the innovator, the tech master.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure because I remember cheesing people with that. But while you guys check that, I have another business call. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
So I will be seeing you guys very shortly, though.
No
and by very shortly, I mean in a day or two.
We can't wait. Literally.
Yeah, the tech's not working. Sorry, acoustics. But yeah, I mean,
you're not doing it frame perfect. Right. You need to be frame perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry. I'll come back with
tech.
I'll come back with tech. I'll come back with tech. Don't quote me. Don't quote me.
No quotes. I'll mute the VODs. I'll mute the VODs. I mean,
so if 17 can level 1 against guard cancel off a 2H, would you agree that 17 is like, we're not saying Gogeta doesn't have options against guard cancel, because obviously he's got options nearly everywhere against guard cancel. But would you say that 17 has an easier time, especially at a high level tournament, pressure on the stage, of countering against guard cancel from his opponent and just smoking it?
100%.
Whereas Gogeta, so would you say that he's maybe slightly just an inch smidgen a little bit better?
Nope.
Whereas Gogeta Blue is prone to guard cancel from Inzem.